Is it me?
No, I'm just waiting for you.
I'm waiting on you now.
Well, you were smoking and drinking. I'm waiting for you to be done. I'm polite, all right? I have fucking manners.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Big Dumb Monsters. I'm Nick.
And I am Chris.
And this week we watched Ed Wood and get wine drunk.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. We watch Ed Wood and get wine drunk.
Yeah. You know, next time, well, not next time because we already talked about the movie. Wood alcohol.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Mistake.
That's formaldehyde.
Yeah, it's, not quite a monster movie, but we'd say this a couple of times. It is.
It's homage.
So much tied into, all the stuff that we love here.
Yeah, we love the style of movie that Ed Wood would kind of be a forefather of.
The punk attitude of
that DIY aesthetic. But we also are celebrating the fact that we will no longer be hearing anything about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So it's a step in the right direction.
Over.
It's done. They're both miserable people.
Yeah.
That's it. Cue up fucking Ed Wood, chug some wine,
and have fun.
And have a good time.
Yeah.
And our phones are going crazy. All right. Enjoy the show, everybody.
Anyway,
well, to the point of this recording session, we're watching Ed Wood.
Yeah, we're breaking format a little bit tonight. I say a little bit because this movie is very much about the movies that we love. It is in the spirit of making those movies. It is about just loving the weird shit that you love, and then just
really is. It's like being unabashedly a fan of monsters or just like the weird avant-garde.
Yeah, anything. It really is like a metaphor for anything just not mainstream, anything out of the normal, whether it be monsters and sci-fi or dressing up in Angora sweaters.
Yeah,
it's just embrace your weirdness.
I believe the phrase is "let your freak flag fly."
Yes, if you wanted to say that,
yeah. That's what the kids are saying these days, right?
And it it is very much in the spirit of, like I said, the movies that we love. Very much, I feel in the spirit of this podcast. Just talking about the things that we love, and unabashedly so.
Also, we're celebrating the fact that we are done listening about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Yeah.
So we're getting wine drunk and watching Ed Wood.
Yeah. We shuffled around our schedule a little bit. And, speaking of which, I got to jump into this. Which was the one you said was really? Was it this one?
The sweet red is really good.
This one, all right.
Yeah, I drank a bottle of that.
Yeah, we're drinking wine tonight. This is Moiselle Sweet Red.
Yeah, let's not get crazy. We're drinking wine from Aldi's. Ooh, that one's not bad. This is quarter cut bourbon barrel aged wine. Oh, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh.
Yeah. But really, the important part is that it's 18.4%, or I'm sorry, 14.5% alcohol by volume.
This one is
I think that's 10-ish.
10.5. Yeah. Nothing to shake its stick at on its own.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't shake an ass stick at it.
So yeah, Ed Wood is surprisingly enough about the director Ed Wood.
Yeah.
Famously known for directing some horrible yet lovable
just
movies.
Garbage. His movies are garbage.
Have you ever actually seen Plan 9 from Outer Space?
Not in a very long time, and I have seen it. Yeah.
I've seen it in the theater. I saw a live like script reading with some very big name comedians.
Really?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I know the Mystery Science Theater guys would do the I mean, they weren't live, but like they would do the ones in movie theaters and shit.
Yeah.
I think they did Plan 9 a couple of times.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like you enjoy the novelty of seeing, all right, oh wow, like I'm seeing this horrible movie.
Yeah.
And that gets you through 10, 15 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And the rest is a really tough slog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being a fan of Oingo Boingo and watching what is it, The Forbidden Zone? The movie they made.
Yeah. I haven't been like fucking wine drunk. I think I was like maybe like 19, 20. Got drunk on like half a jug of that, like the Carlo Rossi Paisano. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm very familiar with that.
And just barfed red into a wastebasket for a good portion of the night.
Gotta tell you, that Carlo Rossi rosé.
Yeah.
Not bad.
The Paisano is the big glass jug with the finger handle. Like.
Yeah. You gotta sling it over your fucking elbow.
Oh, man.
Hey, at least it's not Franzia.
Finest box wine.
Although, dollar to alcohol volume, that is the way to go.
Yeah. I'm not ashamed to say I have ingested some box wine over the years.
Doing box stands.
But yeah, getting back to the plot of the movie, Ed Wood. It's basically just kind of taking you through his kind of early career. Basically kind of just getting the shit kicked out of him by, established Hollywood at the time.
Yeah. And his friendship with Bela Lugosi.
Yes, yeah, which Martin Landau absolutely steals this movie as Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, he really did. Everybody's good. Like the cast in this movie is phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
Everybody's nailing it. That Bela Lugosi portrayal, so good, and so not real, by the way.
Yeah, no. From what I understand, 100% the opposite of Bela Lugosi. Like, he wasn't the guy.
Very fictionalized.
Yeah, he wouldn't even swear in front of like a woman because he was very like proper. There we go. Yeah. Let me move that. And, having difficulties already, folks.
Yeah, we got to clear this table off. It's
actually, I have a thing on my phone. He very famously, because he didn't own a car, was often seen roller skating all across Hollywood. Yeah, he would roller skate everywhere that he went.
That's ridiculous.
And I actually have a picture of Bela Lugosi's roller skates.
Tell me they've got fangs on them.
Little wings on the back and
capes.
A cape. Yeah.
The fuck out of here.
And there's a little Vampira who's in this movie. She describes the first time that she met him. I was a young girl window shopping on Hollywood Boulevard. I was bending low to see the detail of some shoes, and someone whizzed around the corner on roller skates. Almost bumped my fanny and crashed into me. Pardon me, said he, and pardon me, said I. He was wearing an ascot cravat and a beret. It was Bela Lugosi on roller skates. He was on his way to a cigar store.
What the fuck?
So, like, there's a time in the 50s where you could just be, like, on a Saturday afternoon, like, walking down, like, Sunset Boulevard or Melrose, just fucking, and all of a sudden, just,
yeah. Was that Dracula?
Is it Dracula on fucking roller skates?
It just goes, blah.
Blah. But yeah, this movie is 28 years old, which
that feels bad.
Yeah, I have been quoting this movie like I throw in a Bela Lugosi quote. I'm gonna say in any given week, still 28 years later, I'm good for 5 to 10 like bullshit or like fucking like just random Lugosi quotes.
Yeah.
I just absolutely love. Throw me that whiskey. And then just you see the whiskey bottle come zinging in and he catches it.
Yeah. Holy shit. How do you make this thing move?
Just when you get in there, shake its arms around a little bit. Make it look like it's killing you.
God damn it.
And that's one of the things that I absolutely love about this movie is just about that style of filmmaking to just like fuck it, we're gonna make do with what we have.
Yeah, it was DIY. It was totally DIY.
Yeah, I mean exists in Roger Corman movies, Troma movies, like all these movies that a lot of the movies that we have talked about here, like you can trace that spirit back to Ed Wood.
Yeah, and I guess I keep defaulting to this as a descriptor, but it's punk rock.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're filming like on the go with no permits. Like there's another great scene. Like, it's the cops. Like,
run! It's awesome. Oh, we didn't even start.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot to hit play again.
Yeah. Play the movie.
There we go.
Oh man. Yeah, Touchstone.
Yeah, Touchstone. We were talking about that. Might have been a subsidiary of Disney. At some point, I
think it is now. I don't remember if it was.
Yeah.
When it.
I know. Like I said, I know Buena Vista was a.
Yeah, but Disney owns fucking everything at this point now.
Yeah.
If Warner Brothers doesn't own it and Sony doesn't own it, Disney owns it.
Or Amazon. They just bought MGM.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Huh. Learn something every day.
Oh man, that is good wine. I'm not going to vomit red tonight, that's for sure.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because
easy there, fella.
After these bottles are gone, who the fuck knows what's going to happen? Big old bottle of booze right there. Is that the whiskey from last week?
That is the whiskey from last week, yeah.
See?
Yeah. We're going to have to do... I could definitely put down in my tie later also. I love that, this is obviously like a fictionalized kind of account of what all this was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all of these people are real people who existed. Like,
this is like the Howard Stern's Private Parts of 50s directors.
Yeah.
Like, there's some shit that really happened, but it's very, very fictionalized accounts.
Yeah, they've taken some liberties with the story.
Yeah.
And, like, there are, we picked this just because, Johnny Depp is in the news right now. Not in this endorsement of anybody.
No, we're not picking sides.
Yeah.
We're just sick of hearing about it.
Exactly, yeah. And
we're certainly not going to pick Amber Heard movies. So
yeah, both. I will just say both people are terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's just
I wouldn't want to live with either one of them.
Yeah.
This is what it boils down to.
But this was on our board, again, because I wanted to do it, like I said, just because it's very much about the movies that we love.
Mm-hmm.
I love, like you said, all the performances in this movie, like Bill Murray, like he has maybe like scenes, like lines in maybe like 3 or 4 scenes, but they're all great.
Nails it every single time.
The first scene he's in when they're doing the review, they're reading the review of the play that he does.
Yeah.
Like the first line, what does that old queen know anyway? Love it.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's...
Mexico was a disaster.
Mexico
was a disaster. Oh, man.
You know what? Even Vincent D'Onofrio was good in this. He was in it for, what, a minute?
Yeah, as Orson Welles. Yeah, it's just... It's it's Ed meeting his idol, like his filmmaking idol, Orson Welles, and aside from that, it's just 2 guys who do the same job, just quickly clicking and then just bullshitting about their jobs for a minute or two.
Yep. And they're on drastically different ends of the spectrum, but like their problems are basically the same.
Similar problems. Yeah. Like like they're talking about the producers, like these producers they even re-edited my movie. Yeah. He's like, I hate when that happens. Like,
yeah. Oh,
yeah. And I just I have seen this movie so many. I have been watching this movie so long. I used to have it. I recorded it off of like the Showtime free preview weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, I had it on VHS.
I think this is the second time I've seen it.
Yeah.
Maybe third.
Yeah, this is like a comfort movie for me. Like it's a feel good movie. Like, the flying saucers in the beginning.
Yeah. Oh well, the entire intro scene is just like small vignettes of things that Ed Wood is known for, like the shitty UFOs, the
tentacle monster,
the tentacle monster, the miniatures, the gravestones with the names on them and stuff like that. It's all just little Ed Wood things.
I mean, like, it doesn't stop there. I mean, the whole movie is really like a throwback to older movies.
Oh yeah,
like even like how the dialogue is spoken. Like they don't speak that way in normal movies anymore. Like it's that it's something you'd I was about to say it's something you'd see on AMC, but they don't show old movies anymore.
Yeah, they really don't.
Yeah, it's something you see on TCM.
TCM, yeah. Yeah, it's all very like jaunty.
Yeah, like Johnny Depp's like, hey, you know, I gotta make this movie. And
yeah,
it's just that quick, like staunted delivery, and then like the response real quick. And like, yeah, it's just a very weird like cadence that they just don't do in movies anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if you get the same feeling, but like, I get why they shot this in black and white. I totally understand. But they did not color code everything correctly. Like if you go back and you watch like really well made black and white movies, even though it's black and white, you can still see all kinds of variation in color and shade and tone.
Yeah,
they don't get that right in this movie.
This probably was shot in color and then like you
think they filtered it, or like
I would think so. 94.
But they intentionally made it black and white.
Yeah. I mean, they wanted it to be black and white, but I think they just made it black and white. It wasn't like they didn't shoot with a black and white camera, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
So that might be why, like, it doesn't have that kind of fine like variation you would see like in an older movie.
Because like in the old days, here's a perfect example. Like the original Munsters house, like the interior walls, everything, pink.
Really?
Because that shade of pink showed up in black and white as a correct value for contrast with everything else in the rooms.
I would have always figured like it was like a gray, like a dark, dreary color. Like, huh? So that's crazy.
That's how they valued everything. So like they would look at it in the film and go like, okay, this needs to be brighter, or we can tone that down. They weren't thinking about it in like, this is going to be filmed in black and white, so everything can be just gray or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, costumes would be, like, outlandish fucking colors because they would pop off the backgrounds.
Yeah.
Even though it was black and white, just like the values were different. So, if they filmed this in color and then just bleached all the color out, that could make sense.
I could be just talking out of my ass.
But I know,
I
know black and white film is a hell of a lot cheaper than color film.
Yeah.
So it would make sense if they were gonna do it black and white anyway to just use black and white. But Hollywood is fucking weird.
Yeah.
So they might have filmed it in color in hopes of like someday we'll.
Yeah, here's the color.
Here's the color version.
Whoa, nope. Let's change that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Technicolor. Here's Ed Wood in Technicolor.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Here's the non-black and white version.
That is it is the 50s.
So sorry. Look, we're shooting from the hip here.
Yeah.
No harm intended. But I just love the one of the scenes that stood out to me when I was watching this today. Quick. Speaking of segues, the scene, and it's also very much like kind of the catharsis of the movie of accepting the weird and shunning, getting past the rules of quote unquote normal society. The scene after they wrap, I think it's Bride of the Monster.
Bride of the Atom.
Yeah. What happened I thought your last movie was Bride of the Atom. The producer made me change it.
It's the same movie, different title.
Yeah. That was another great thing I loved was don't let me forget what I was going to talk about, the scene where they're doing the harem dance.
Yeah.
But when they're having like the fundraising party when they're trying to lure in producers, they have the original party and it says Bride of the Atom, this year's big hit.
Yeah.
And then the next fundraising party, there's a piece of felt over this, which just says next year's big hit. but it's very much in the DIY, like just let's run with what we got spirit. Like,
Yeah.
this is what we got. All right, this is how we have to fix it. Like,
Yeah.
but no, the when Ed Wood is doing like the sexy like harem girl dance,
Yeah.
and Dolores is like just quietly freaking out inside, like about to explode.
Yeah.
And like if you watch Bella in that scene, he is having the complete opposite reaction to her.
Yeah.
Where he is just 100% like just loving it, and like he's having
He's
a great
sold
time.
on
Yeah,
it, yeah.
he's dancing with Ed, like
Yeah.
and like he's just 100% in, like it's not weird. Like everybody is just into it, and like she's just that one like who can't like let go of the just the that simmering like just the rules of, and also the guy I think it was Slim Pickens, the one producer, is also just kind of standing there like stone faced, like,
oh yeah,
what the fuck, like,
yep,
yeah. But yeah, I love that scene just for Martin Landau playing, as Belle, as his reaction.
Yeah. Did you get? Okay, so there's a vibe to a lot of this, and the vibe is of a director who is directly influenced by Ed Wood. There is so much John Waters just like dripping out of this fucking movie.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And like John Waters was a huge Ed Wood fan, so it makes sense that, like, I don't know if like Tim Burton and these guys were going for like a John Waters kind of thing, or if the Ed Woodness just permeates that hard into John Waters.
Huh, yeah.
It could, but be especially both. Especially at that dance scene where he's in drag, he's dancing, and then he takes off his mask and his teeth are out.
Yeah.
Like, that is fucking John Waters.
Oh, hoo-ah.
Yeah? That sounded like a big gulp.
That was a big gulp.
Ooh, have a big gulp of wine.
Yeah, I need to take a time out with that one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ooh. That's good, though.
Chew it back.
This is where he's going in to meet with the one producer. I have a special qualification for the job.
Oh, yeah. What the Mike Starr? Is that his name?
Yeah.
The actor? So. Just like a fucking douchebag and everything.
Yeah, you've seen him in at least one movie somewhere, and like he's always like a mafioso or like a thug or like just a douchebag in general.
I think he plays like a shitty, like crooked detective in a few things too.
He was like the thug in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it. I was going through. Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I once
paratrooped wearing a lady's brassiere and panties.
Panties and a brassiere.
I wasn't afraid of dying, but I was afraid of getting wounded.
And again, that's like kind of what the whole movie's about. Just like, letting go of that fear of, loving just something weird and different.
Well, you watch him become more comfortable in his Glenda, basically. Through the whole film, like you start with him, I've never told anyone this, and then he blurts it out, and then eventually at the end of the film, he's just walking around in drag. Yeah,
they show him, partly while he's directing Plan 9, he's dressed up as, he's got this pink sweater on and the skirt, and
his Angora sweater fetish.
You see the fucking sweater he's wearing in the harem girl scene, like.
Yeah,
it looks like the same sweater he's been wearing, but it's not. It's a different.
Oh, really?
Because it comes all the way up and has like gloves at the
end.
Like,
yes.
It's all like one huge
fucking
sleeve.
Strange, yeah.
Like a full arm sleeve.
Ugh. It weirds me out. Not like seeing somebody in drag weirds me out. Like the idea of a sweater that has gloves on it weirds me out.
Built-in gloves.
Yeah.
Like.
He's got those fucking crazy eyes too, man. He's got Ed Wood down. I don't know if you've ever seen old like pictures or interviews with him.
Actually, no.
He's got it pretty good.
See, I just figured he was really like laying into like that old like timey delivery in movies, like.
Yeah. It definitely is, but yeah, he's just fucking strange. He's a fucking strange cat.
And then I was gonna say Vampira too. That could be a whole movie on its own, like her story.
Oh yeah.
she basically invented Elvira.
She sued Elvira.
She
you
got
find out in the
hardcore fuck. Well,
was that in the credits of this?
yeah, they mentioned
Okay,
that she
yeah.
sued. Like the story is, she didn't. I want to say she got fucked over, but at the same time, like she caused the situation that ended up, getting her fucked over. She was going to do it like another show in the '80s like that as Vampira.
Yeah.
Or whenever I think Elvira came about in the '80s, not the '70s.
Elvira was that character came out like mid to late '80s.
Yeah,
I want to say
like maybe even early to mid '80s because I remember I remember her when I was a young kid.
Yeah, I'm trying to
doing
remember
like beer commercials and stuff.
I'm trying to remember when the movie came out because I know she had the show.
Yeah, movie Macabre
before.
was probably like 85, 86 around there.
Yeah.
I used to have the Elvira comic too. There was like a special like one shot.
Oh really?
I don't think it was Marvel, but like somebody put it out.
Marvel would do that weird shit from time to time, like they did the Toxic Avenger comic.
Yeah, a lot of promotional stuff. Like the G.I. Joe, Transformers. Like
I want to say they also did Monsters in My Pocket.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. But Vampira was set to do that show, Movie Macabre. Same thing where she's hosting these movies and like she has the same gimmick where she's like kind of cracking wise and like she's a little bit Elvira's more like over the top like whereas
Elvira is the Valley Girl version.
Yeah, Vampira is more stoic and cold and icy. Like, and I think she like at the very last minute wanted to like haggle over like a very like small amount of money, like in the bigger picture of it, maybe like $200 or something like that.
Jesus Christ!
At the last minute, it was like, well, I'm not going to do it unless I can get this, and they're like, okay, okay,
see ya.
Can you do a character called Elvira?
Excuse me, smoking hot redhead.
Yeah, and it's like okay, yeah, we're just going to dress her up as your character, like right? Donner's still not over it.
Yeah.
And long story short, I mean, that's still a character that's still popular today.
Yeah. Vampira definitely paved the way for a lot of those like, Saturday night horror movie host kind of things.
Yeah.
She, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't get anywhere near the respect she deserves for it.
Yeah. And then late in life, I ended up basically like in the care of one of my favorite comedians, Dana Gould. Like he basically like just kind of like helped her around and like was her like assistant. And,
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like to the point like he was the person they called like when she died. Like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't. Would she die in like the early 2000s?
No, it was like the 90s. I
was
believe.
it?
Yeah. I'm gonna go in for a little more of this wine.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're not gonna try the
other one?
Well, it's a little drier, but it's still not bad.
Change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have quite as much as I did last time.
So, for all you wine snobs out there, we are drinking cheap wine out of red Solo cups, and mixing them in the cups.
Yeah,
because
fuck you and your high class.
Fuck you and your tannins.
Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, you mentioned this quarter cup barrel aged wine, bourbon barrel aged wine.
Yeah. So drive your ass to Vermont. To Aldi's and
Aldi's 5 minutes from here.
Yeah, but they don't sell wine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought they changed that shit in New York.
Not for Aldi's.
Oh, they used to sell beer at the one in Schenectady. I don't know if they still do.
They have their own beer.
Yeah, they have Aldi's beer.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
But they do not anymore.
God, again, I love Martin Landau in this movie.
Yeah.
Karloff,
the fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, I really love the scene at the when they're all getting baptized.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because they have to get baptized to get the money from the producers. They bring what's her name's chiropractor, Kathy's chiropractor, as Bela Lugosi's double.
Yep.
And he's doing the thing with his arm over, covering his eye or his mouth.
Yep.
And he's like, I want to suck your blood. He's like, do I sound like Bella? And Bill Murray goes, call Karloff a cocksucker. Let me hear you call Karloff a cocksucker.
Yep. We need these people to like us. It's subtle. But a defining moment of this movie, and I guess the life of Ed Wood, kind of boils down to Bunny looking at him in the pool and going, "How do you do it? How do you get all your friends to get baptized to make a movie?"
Yeah. Yeah, what is it about you that like you can pull this off? Like,
yeah. It's just like the people that liked him loved him.
We're in. We're all in.
Yeah. They were just they were ride or die.
And again, they were. I think it's that common embrace of the weird. Like,
yeah,
they were just one of the things I really loved in this movie that was just kind of like, for lack of a better term, like very sweet, was when any time that they had like a premiere or anything to go to, they all showed up in the same car, like this, like the Munsters.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
It was just like a group of like 7 of them all showing up in one car.
And that beat ass fucking car that he had, where the top didn't work.
And when they're running out of the one premiere, they all jump into the one taxi.
Yeah.
Now that was a fucking premiere.
Did you see that kid grab Vampira's boobs? I envied him.
You think it takes talent to play Frankenstein? It's all makeup and grunt.
So bitter.
I can quote this movie like for days.
They offered me Frankenstein.
Andy. Like it's hilarious, but then there's also like it balances out with the really heartbreaking sad shit.
Oh yeah.
When like you see the fucking track marks up his arm.
Yeah.
Like,
no, he was falling apart as a fucking human being.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's even saying like when they cancel his unemployment insurance, he's like, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like it's all I had.
Yep.
Oh god, that's just heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see him in rehab, just like tied to the bed and screaming. It's like, God damn, man. Yeah, this is it's actually not a very like overly Tim Burton-y movie.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have those like weird Tim Burton curly Q design elements. Like,
yeah, well, this was before he kind of had all that.
Yeah,
this was
before he started running away with himself.
This was what, 94, so he had done.
This was just after like Batman Returns. Just like 2 years after that.
Well, that was 90, wasn't it?
No, because
I think
Batman
the first
was
one was
89.
89, 91 maybe?
91, 92. To the internet.
To the internet. I think he had done Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, that was in 1990, I think. You know, it is almost like we have an entire listing of Tim Burton's movies.
I think it was
literally
90.
a click away.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Batman was 89, Edward Scissorhands was 90, Batman Returns 92, so Edward was the first movie he did after that, 94. And that's 2 years also before Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid run right there, man.
Yeah.
Between 85 and like 94, you've got Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns, and Ed Wood. And then you have Mars Attacks 96.
Yeah.
And that's where things start to go, well, we're already...
You know what? I like Sleepy Hollow.
I like that movie. It's clearly like not as, I think it's not his best work, but like,
oh no,
yeah, I mean like stylistically it looks cool. I thought Christopher Walken was, his cool in his parts as this is Headless Horseman.
The what the hell do they call him? The Hessian.
Yeah, the Hessian. Yeah. The shaved down teeth and the points, like
yeah.
And then there's 2001's Planet of the Apes. Anyway, we'll that's all stuff for later on. But we're not going to talk about him much anyway because we just talked about him.
Yeah.
When we did Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks.
Let's see. Oh, we've been talking for 36 minutes already.
Yeah, we started bullshitting early though.
Yeah.
I'm cool with throwing down a rating.
All right.
You gonna?
The things I can ding this movie on are, I've seen this movie dozens of times. And I still don't remember the end of the movie. Like,
oh no!
It just kind of stops like after the the premiere of Plan 9. Like today, I'm watching. I'm like, I don't remember this. Like,
you know what's funny is like it presents it as a happy ending, but it kind of isn't. Like, I guess it's happy in the sense that he got his film made.
But there's also like he says something as they're leaving. He's like, "That's it. That's the film that they're going to remember me for."
Yeah, which is completely fucking true.
Yeah, which is 100% true, and like that might not be the best thing.
Yeah.
We remember you, but like at the end of the movie says he got voted the worst director of all time.
Yeah.
And you know, granted there are he has a cult following of people who really do love him.
Yeah.
But it's for being like
they don't love him
infamous.
for making quality movies.
Yeah.
They love him for making what he made and the way he made them.
So yeah, like I think the story like it trails off maybe like 3/4 of the way through the movie. I can dig it on that. But I mean, other than that, like it's a really great like feel good movie for me. Even though it is very dark, like for me, it's comfort watching. Like I can just put it on, I can be entertained. Again, Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi is just perfect. Pull the strings.
How do you do that with your hands? You have to be Hungarian. And you have to be double jointed.
So yeah, I'm sure like any like biopic, like it probably glosses over some not great stuff.
Tons of stuff.
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna go high on this one. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 just because it has like a lot of rewatchability for me. Like I mean,
Okay.
It's in that class of those movies where I can anytime, anywhere. If it's on, I'll throw it on.
Yeah.
This movie like is really like one of my favorites.
Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I do like about this movie. I like a lot of the shot setups. There are very vintage.
Yeah.
So it's got that old school feel. The way they light the movie, also very old school. Color wise, even though it's black and white, like I was talking about before, it's very flat.
Yeah. Like I know people look, well, it's black and white that bothers me. For me, it's like it
black
goes
and white
away
doesn't
after
bother
about
me. Yeah.
30 seconds. Like, it's black and white. All right.
Yeah. It's like how many times have we watched Clerks? It's like
yeah.
I can watch a black and white movie. That's not a problem. The fact that I don't think they put as much thought into how it's going to be presented in black and white.
Yeah.
That's dingable for me.
I can understand that. Yeah.
Costumes were great. Makeup was great. Story is great.
Just outstanding.
Oh, the cast is so good. Fucking George the Animal Steel. Yeah. If you look at a picture of him and then look at a picture of Tor Johnson,
almost identical.
It's ridiculous.
Going back to Dana Gould again. He's been doing a show on YouTube where he plays Dr. Zaius, but like as a 70s talk show host.
Oh Jesus!
It's like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, basically.
Yeah.
He's like interviewing like comedians and stuff every week.
Oh, really?
But he also does like fake commercials. Like, and one of the ones he does is for a restaurant called Tor Johnson's Liver and Onions. like the door is just a giant Tor Johnson head, and you open the mouth. Yeah.
I might have to look into that. How long has he been doing that?
He just finished season 2.
Okay.
It started like last year, I want to say.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm going back for that then.
It's called Hanging with Dr. Z.
Hanging with Dr. Z. Oh, that's why it's
we have a signed Dr. Z photo, yeah.
Yeah,
right
so I was wondering why he signed it Dr. Z.
Another one of the restaurant commercials is Ava Gardner's Frank Hole. Yeah.
Nice. Oh my god, yeah. Where the hell was I? Oh, talking about the review.
Here's the picture, sorry, from the time for go to eat.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, there's another one. There's another ad for the National Academy of Pudding Tending and Custardry, and it was like a picture of John Cassavetes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like holding a cup of custard. It just says, pudding's not for finks anymore. I love this show. It's so great.
Jesus Christ.
Tor Johnson's Liver and Onions.
That's like getting hocked fucking orange juice by
Rubber Lotion.
Rubber Lotion.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to diverge.
Fucking derailed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I did enjoy it. I'm never gonna say like this is a favorite movie of mine or anything like that.
Yeah. Again, I have a nostalgia.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching it for.
That's not there for me, but I love that they really did capture like his spirit.
Yeah,
like
and like you said, it's that spirit of punk too. Of like, it's just him getting shit on by Hollywood and just being like, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna make
fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah,
like by hook or crook, and that's fine. So overall, looking at the big picture, this probably comes in at like a 7 for me.
I can see that.
Like it's a really good movie. I will watch it. Yeah, run!
It's the cops. Run!
I will watch this again if it goes to like a free streaming service. I'm not going to pay to rent it again.
Oh yeah. I looked to just outright buy it because I'll go to like a web.
Well, you can buy it on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't want to throw anybody a fucking promo. There are websites where you can buy cheap like secondhand movie codes.
Oh yeah.
You can get like a popular movie for like $5, and you just type in the code.
Well, like a Voodoo fucking
like
code.
Voodoo or Movies Anywhere. And I looked for it, and I couldn't find it.
I didn't know that was the thing. I didn't know people were bootlegging their Voodoo codes.
Yeah, because when you buy the Blu-ray, you get the little fucking code for it. So people just throw it on there and make some money for it.
Oh, I just use it. Actually, what we do is we share codes. Like, so we have a Voodoo account, and then
I have a communal Voodoo account with some friends, and it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet, man.
It's personal Netflix. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'll buy a movie like every now and again. Some other guys buy movies, like just show up.
Like, here's the code, and throw it on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I was saying, like I will probably never want to spend money on this movie again. But I'll definitely watch if it hits Netflix or Hulu or something like that. Like
it's a great just throw on movie because, like I said, because the story just kind of peters out. It just goes and goes and goes and then just stops.
Yeah.
So like you can really throw it on at any point and like just enjoy it from there. Like however long you watch it, like it's good. If it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes,
yeah.
If you watch the whole thing.
Yeah, there's always something cool happening, and I don't know if you just noticed, like the fucking the screen, the cascade, like the. What do they call it? The wash.
Yeah.
Super retro styling on that. Howard Shore nailed the soundtrack.
The music for this is they nailed it for sure.
Yeah.
It's got that eerie like theremin music, and like it's just very the music is also of the day, like of movies of the day.
Yep. But there's a couple of cool facts about the music that I'll hit in the trivia.
Speaking of segues.
Yeah.
Not to bother you with trivia.
I used to think they were kind of trivia. No, I don't want to rate my email app.
Fuck you. Sorry, he's freaking out.
Oh, yeah. Sidekick.
Sidekick? Karloff? Karloff does not deserve to smell my shit.
He was so bitter.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Like, there are, like, movie quotes that are just gonna live forever with me. Like, that's one of them.
A Hungarian man screaming bullshit?
Yeah, and if you've obviously seen the movie Major League, right?
Yeah.
With fucking Charlie Sheen and, like, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
When Charlie Sheen first shows up to, like, the training camp, the baseball training camp.
California Penal League.
Yeah, when he's walking up, like, the coaches are standing there, and, like, one of the coaches just goes, "Look at this fucking guy." Like, I say that at least once a week.
Yep. Yep.
Look at this fucking guy.
I actually... So I don't know if this is like a sign of mental illness.
Probably.
It could be.
Us, yeah.
It could be. I also quote that movie just in my head. And it's not in reference to a thing happening. It just
like a mental, like, ping.
Yeah, it just goes, "You don't take Jobu's rum." And then I carry on with my day.
Yo, bartender! Jobu needs a refill. Yeah, I use Jobu needs a refill a lot, too.
Don't touch Jobu's rum.
Hats for bats. Keep bats warm. Very good.
That movie is just about perfect.
Yeah, that is a classic.
That's I love a good sports comedy.
They're looking over the roster. This guy's dead. Cross him off. Oh, I could just endlessly quote that movie too.
Yep.
You may run like Hayes, but you hit like shit.
You got a bunt. Oh my god. Whew. All right. So we're on to the trivia now. Unhappy with Vincent D'Onofrio's verbal impersonation of Orson Welles, Tim Burton had his voice dubbed by Maurice LaMarche.
I was gonna say, like, he sounded pretty good, but okay,
Yeah,
that explains why.
And the dub was good.
Yeah,
The dub was real good.
I didn't even realize.
I didn't until I read that earlier this evening.
They want Charlton Heston to play a Mexican. Which he had to do in Touch of Evil.
Yep. Fucking Hollywood is weird.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like old Hollywood. Like.
Yeah, like let's see. We've got all these parts for Mexicans and Native Americans. Get me an Italian.
Yeah, some Italians and Puerto Ricans. Let's go.
Chop chop. More Italians, please. Yeah, dirty them up a little bit. This film cost more to produce than all of Ed Wood Jr.'s films put together.
Yeah, that definitely tracks. Yeah.
There were at least 3 different facts that were just variations of this. And one was like, the intro scene with the models cost more than Ed Wood's films put together, and this film cost an estimated 10 times the amount of all Ed Wood's films put together. It's like, okay.
Well, they make movies differently, you know.
Yeah.
Than they did
First of all, they were made in the 50s, where the dollar was worth a drastically different amount.
Also, they're not shooting it, like, on the go, on the street.
Yeah. It's like, we get it. He made cheap-ass movies. Tim Burton said that he was drawn to the story because of the similarities between Edward D. Wood Jr.'s relationship with Bela Lugosi and his own friendship with Vincent Price late in the actor's life.
That's true, yeah. He was on Edward Scissorhands, I think was his last movie.
It was, indeed, his last movie.
I think he died during the filming of it.
No.
I want to say they had to change the story a little bit, like, to shoot around that.
Oh, I thought he died after it and couldn't go to the premiere was the big thing.
Oh, maybe. I could be just talking out of my ass.
Talking out of your weed pipe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember exactly when he died. Either one of us is right.
We're right-ish.
Somebody's right.
We're in the ballpark.
We're communally right.
Yeah. If you're listening, just take us as a guideline for the most part. Like, we'll get you around the fact.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't quote us on anything because you're gonna sound like an asshole.
For sure.
Unless you're just quoting the show, and then that's totally fine. Then you'll still sound like an asshole because we're assholes. Bela Lugosi Jr.'s chief objection to the film was the film's portrayal of his father, Bela Lugosi, and his speech, as his father was a classy man who never used foul language. This has been corroborated by others who knew him as well. So he probably didn't call Karloff a cocksucker.
Yeah. But again, it's like
probably
the end
wanted
of
to.
It's like the end of Shape of Water.
Yeah.
If this would have happened, it's what I like to think happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you reject Satan and accept Jesus as your savior? Sure.
Fucking Bill Murray. Oh my god. Fucking love Bill Murray. Let's see. This was the first film by Tim Burton not to feature Danny Elfman's music score. They had Howard Shore do it. Did he do Lord of the Rings? I know he did The Hobbit. Did he do Lord of the Rings?
I don't know.
I think he might have.
Did a great job on this again.
Of Peter Jackson fame. We'll call it.
Peter Jackson-esque. Peter Jackson adjacent.
Howard Shore is Peter Jackson's Danny Elfman. George the Animal Steel was given heavy shoes with extra weight to help recreate Tor Johnson's lumbering walk.
There was another joke in this movie that was so like very subtle. I don't think I ever even noticed it until I watched
He's an animal.
When they're filming the scene, they film the two identical scenes with Bela Lugosi and Tor Johnson going through the hallway there.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, and go through, and you really want to get to that door. And like, yeah, they both do the grief thing. All right, not that much.
Yeah.
And like, and he bumps into the door as he's going through. Tor Johnson bumps into the door, and the assistant director's like, "Do you want to shoot that again?" Like he bumped into the door when he went through, and Ed is like, "No, honestly, like that's really like a problem that that Lobo would have to deal with every day." Like,
You'd have to figure that door out every day.
When they go to the premiere, they show up all in the same car. They're coming into the door. Fucking George the Animal Steel walks into the fucking door frame. Like,
Did you know he was a shop teacher?
I had heard that. Yeah,
like while he was wrestling.
Yeah.
Like in his early days, obviously. Can you imagine that? Like, oh, who's your shop teacher? George the Animal Steel.
My first shop teacher, we had it was 7th grade. We had a sub for like 90% of the year because our shop teacher was on trial for beating 2 kids with a tackling dummy at football.
What?
Yeah. He was acquitted.
That's hilarious.
And then he came back to teach us. Yeah.
We had a science teacher who received, I don't believe, any punishment for throwing a desk at a student.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that kid was a dickhole.
This is like this out of nowhere. This popped into my head the other day. I'm sure this is like repressed trauma or something along those lines.
Was it? You don't steal Joe Boo's rum? Because then we have matching mental illness.
We had a bus driver get fired because one day we were coming home. She dropped off a kid on Central Avenue, like that wasn't a stop. Like it was these 2 kids who they were just going, I think, like to McDonald's or something. She just let them off on Central Avenue.
Just get out?
Yeah, they just hopped out on the fucking sidewalk.
Like a fucking CDTA bus.
No, this is our school bus.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like, just made a stop like at the CDTA.
And this is before like they had the stop signs on the sides of the buses.
Yeah.
So fucking the one kid just takes off running into the street and fucking runs into the side of a speeding van going like 40, 50 miles an hour.
Oh, I bet that felt great.
Yeah, like if he was a half a second like earlier, he would have been just annihilated.
Yeah.
So like he boom hits the side of the van. Like I just remember him stumbling back onto the side of the fucking road and like sitting down onto the fucking on the sidewalk, and the bus driver like oh my god. She opens, like freaks out.
Yeah.
She opens the door. She's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like sitting there clearly stunned.
Yeah, probably concussed.
Yeah, she's like, "All right, bye." Fucking took off, and that was the last we ever saw her that day.
Kids are fucking dumb.
Yeah. But like I just like thinking like holy crap, like I almost watched somebody like get like almost, I mean, just they would have been just a stain on the road. It was like a delivery van.
Fine red mist, I believe is the descriptor.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The role of John C. Bunny Breckinridge III originally had very little dialogue, but was greatly expanded when Bill Murray was cast. Like you do.
Yeah. You don't waste that.
Yeah, you go either, all right, we need to write more dialogue, or you go, Bill, just ad lib. Because I want to say a good third of like Stripes was all ad lib.
That's awesome.
Where are we? Johnny Depp was already familiar with some of Edward D. Wood Jr.'s films through John Waters, who had shown him Plan 9 from Outer Space and Glen or Glenda, which a lot of people don't realize they worked together on Crybaby.
Yeah.
That was a John Waters movie. I think one of his, well, probably was his most like successful movie, like in terms of blockbustery shit.
Well, yeah, maybe
it wasn't a blockbuster, but
I mean, in the long run, like Hairspray is probably the one that paid off the most. I mean, he got a fucking musical out of it, and then a movie out of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that? I thought that was a Broadway play before it was his.
He did the movie first, and then then it was made into a musical play.
Oh, okay.
And then they made a movie, of the musical.
Yeah. I do love Hairspray.
Yeah,
The original,
I haven't seen it in a long ass time.
I refuse to watch the one with John Travolta. Refuse.
That one with the original was on like Comedy Central all the time. I remember. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they would show that. They would show Crybaby all the time. They would show. I think he did Pecker.
That one was
with
on a lot
Edward
too.
Furlong.
Serial Mom.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Serial Mom. Martin Landau did not want to deliver an over-the-top performance. Bela Lugosi was theatrical, but I never wanted the audience to feel I was an actor chewing the scenery. I felt it had to be Lugosi's theatricality, not mine. So, he's absolutely right. Like, Lugosi as a person chewed the scenery.
Yeah. When you're watching this, you don't think of, like, it's the actor going for it. Like, no, you just think that was Bela Lugosi's personality.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
He nailed it.
Yeah, he did.
Fucking spot on. Here's some more Martin Landau here. Rick Baker was very concerned about casting Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi, seeing how they didn't share any similar facial features. Baker, being a very big fan of Lugosi and who had known Tim Burton before the film, pursued the job as makeup designer, fearing that a lesser makeup artist would do too much. Baker designed and created subtle appliances that would alter Landau's features to make him more resemble Lugosi. A set of ears, a nose, a chin, and an appliance to cover the fullness of his upper lip. That V. Neal would apply on a daily basis. Landau, Baker, and Neal would all eventually win Academy Awards for their work. So, on top of the people that you have on screen who are fucking clutch, you have Rick Baker and V. Neal, who are fucking mega stars of makeup. Like,
I honestly didn't even realize he was wearing makeup to look more like Bela Lugosi.
yeah, it's like they said in here, it's very subtle. And, like, yeah, he doesn't really look like
Here's
Lugosi.
the original sign, brought to the end. This year's smash hit.
Yep.
And the next party, next year.
Holy shit. But yeah, Rick Baker has done so much good shit, and V. Neal has done so much good shit. She was on that the sci-fi TV show Face Off. She was one of the judges on that
makeup competition.
Yeah. The later seasons of that were trash, but the the middle seasons were so good because they were able to get like really good artists on there. I don't know if you ever watched it.
No, never gonna do it.
It was so good. It was like early seasons. It was a lot of people who were just applying to the show. Nobody knew about the show yet.
Yeah.
You know, season like...
And then later on, you get people who just want to show off and be on TV. Like.
Yeah, season like 3 to like 5 or whatever. That's when everybody was really, really good. And then after that, it was like all the really, really good people have been on the show already.
Yeah.
So you're just left with the scraps. It was the same thing that happened with like Ink Master, the tattoo version of that show. All right. Here we are. Whenever Bela Lugosi is experiencing a sad moment, the Pyotr Ilyich Tarkovsky song, I think I pronounced that all correctly, Swan Lake plays, which is heard in the credits of Dracula from 1931. Similarly, when Ed Wood experiences a happy moment, the theme from Glen or Glenda plays. Scott Alexander and Larry Karaszewski wrote the play in 6 weeks.
Damn.
I read that directly after that because I didn't put a space in between these two facts. Like a real professional. Yeah. So going back to the music, part of that, it's perfect. Like, absolutely perfect. Like,
it fits.
You
like,
have this, like, serious, sad moment. You play this serious, sad song referencing that actor's career. And then you have these happy moments, and you basically sub in the happy song and theme song from when he was probably his happiest, making Glen or Glenda.
Yeah.
Just jam that music in. Makes total sense. These guys writing the screenplay in 6 weeks seems outlandish.
Those dudes are like hardcore pros though. They're like the go-to fucking like biopic guys. Like,
I've never written much of anything, but a whole ass screenplay in 6 weeks seems lean. Like,
I mean, I don't know. It's like sitting. Yeah. I mean, if you think about, like, I'm thinking about, like, sitting down and just getting it written, but not thinking about, like, revisions and fucking second draft and third draft.
I guess maybe coming up with the first draft in a month and a half. All right. With 2 people working on it.
Getting it all done in 6
like,
weeks, like, fuck, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And especially, like, I've written in situations, like, where it's multiple people, where you're bouncing ideas off of each other, and you're, like, there's shit you're going to fight over, just naturally, like...
Yeah.
You know, does this work? I don't think it does. Well, I think it does. And, like, you know, you're going to talk, like, it drags out the process. I mean, like, I remember nights just going till, like, 1 or 2 in the morning and not even realize we've been doing this for, like, 5, 6, 7 hours. Like,
yeah.
Well,
it's, I brought it up before, but, like, I've been watching The Offer.
Which is really good. I'm into that.
The making of the Godfather. Yeah, it's so good. Watching.
I just realized I'm nodding and leaning on the table and everything's shaking.
Watching Coppola and Puzo, like, their dynamic while they're living together, writing the fucking screenplay.
Yeah.
So good. and it took them forever because they were both, like, perfectionists. You know, like, one would say, "Hey, this idea," and the other would like tweak it to be like, "Yeah, but to make it perfect, we would do this." And so, like, like, they're making progress through that whole thing, but it's taking forever.
Yeah.
So
really
that's just kind of the
show.
way. Yeah. How are you current on it?
I think I've watched the first 6, so like 7 I haven't watched yet, and I don't think 8 is out yet.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same spot. I didn't watch the one from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last one I watched is the one where he got fired and then rehired back onto the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, because all the not to spoil anything, but all the union guys quit.
The union
quote unquote
guys.
The team of guys. Let's see. 2 more facts here. One story claims that the producers decided to make the film in black and white because no one could decide how Bela Lugosi should look filmed in color. Which is kind of stupid.
Be like a fucking cop-out. Yeah.
But hey, it was on IMDb, so it was a fun fact. And this is our last fact here. In the final shot of the epilogue with Criswell in the haunted house, before he retreats into the coffin, he says, "My friends, you have seen these incidents based on sworn testimony. Can you prove it didn't happen?" These are the real Criswell's closing remarks from Plan 9 from Outer Space. The film was originally supposed to end with Criswell delivering these lines, but his speech was muted when the filmmakers decided to add the epilogue.
Huh. All right.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Boom. She roasted.
I'm not going near that fucking thing. One of them burned me on the return to Shandu. All right, Bella's going to sit over there.
Oh, boy.
God damn. We usually start off with our directors. Oh, so moving on to the better known as, sorry, let me introduce the segment and not be a terrible host.
Yeah.
We will talk, we'll touch on Tim Burton because we just talked about him not that long ago.
I think we did his directing credits last time. We could do producer.
Producing? All right. It's a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, Beetlejuice 2 apparently is still in pre-production. The Wednesday TV show is coming out soon, I believe. Dumbo was meh. Oh God, he produced a Linkin Park video. Another movie we covered, he produced Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Did we talk about that? Because I don't remember talking about that.
Maybe we just mentioned it, but I don't think we like went too far into it.
No shit.
Let me see.
The world of Stain Boy. You knew a true Tim Burton goth when they knew what Stain Boy was.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm curious. Oh, I've seen that before, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this character. Anyway. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Batman Forever.
He produced Cabin Boy? What the fuck?
Yeah.
These pipes are clean!
That is a weird fucking movie.
It's so fucking strange. Funny as shit, though.
What has he written? Probably all the same stuff that he's done. He wrote a fucking Killers music video. Yeah, nothing really jumps out as weird or odd. He's been an actor and stuff. It's probably... Oh, no. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Man in Black 3. He played a corpse in the Hoffa movie. Thug and Alley in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I don't see him and go, thug.
Oh, I know the scene. It's where he's like right before he gets to the fortune teller and like it's raining and he's walking through the alley and the guy's like, hey, like he's like, and they pull a knife on him and he's like he turns and like hisses at him. Yeah. God, I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I haven't watched that in so long.
He was involved in the Muppets movie.
Muppet performer. Oh, he worked some his hand up some puppet asses.
It's weird.
Yeah. The Island of Dr. Agor.
That had to be like his first thing that he has ever done because that's his first credit in directing, acting, and producing.
In 1971.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's got to be something he did when he was a kid. Yeah, he was 13. Yeah.
71, yeah.
He's an elder goth.
Why the fuck would... Yeah, he is the elder goth. Why the fuck would they even credit...
It's just probably, he probably...
Just completionism.
This is a movie I made. Like, it's a, whatever. Look, I haven't made any movies. I'd put them on there if my...
yeah, that's true.
If I had,
Yep.
Johnny Depp, you may be familiar with him.
Captain Weirdo.
Yeah. Probably, best known as Captain Jack Sparrow. Other than that, I mean, he played famously Hunter S. Thompson in a couple of movies. Bill Murray also played Hunter S. Thompson in arguably a superior Hunter S. Thompson movie. It was 1980, Where the Buffalo Roam.
Really?
Highly, highly recommended. It's Hunter S. Thompson, Hunter S. Thompson, yeah, sorry. The wine is kicking in.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Yeah, it's Bill Murray as Hunter S. Thompson and Peter Boyle as Dr. Gonzo.
Really?
Yeah. It's really, really good. I recommend it.
I don't.
It's, like not many.
I'm having a hard time seeing Peter Boyle as Dr. Gonzo.
He looks a lot like Benicio del Toro does in the 90s. He's got like the longer hair, the beard. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's another movie I haven't watched in a really long time. Where the Buffalo Roam.
I've never seen it.
Guy Lapointe and Yoga Hosers and Tusk.
They are. Oh my god. Okay, so his Dior Sauvage commercial is credited here as a video short.
Oh yeah.
It's a fucking cologne commercial.
Yeah, Hawken fucking cologne. Let's see. He was in those Fantastic Beasts movies until some recent difficulties.
Yep.
Let's see.
Ooh, The Lone Ranger. That was not good.
Yeah, that was not a good movie.
That was them going like, man, these Sherlock Holmes movies really took off.
I like it when they can like rehab an old character like that, like turn him into something relevant again.
Yeah.
And they did not do that with that movie.
Really didn't.
Yeah, Armie Hammer is also just kind of unlikable.
And-
He has also had some recent troubles.
Yeah, and realistically, his Tonto was just Native American Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, yeah. Little offensive for 20. Well, isn't he claimed to be like Native American?
He is. He actually does a lot of really good things for Native Americans.
Okay,
he
cut
has
him
bought
some slack then.
He has bought and donated tracts of land.
All right, good for him then. He was also in the atrocity that is 2012's Dark Shadows. That was also not good.
Do you want to see Johnny Depp fuck on a ceiling?
Yeah. I did like that he showed up as his character from 21 Jump Street in the 21 Jump Street movie.
The Rum Diary was not good.
Yeah, no, that was just an attempt to cash in on the association with Johnny Depp and Hunter S. Thompson, basically.
Rango, however, very good.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
Give it a shot. It's very fun.
It might be on our communal video.
Timothy Olyphant does the best Clint Eastwood impression I have ever heard come out of any other human being in my life.
Really?
Yeah. To the point where I thought they hired Clint Eastwood to do the voice.
Timothy Olyphant is awesome. Can we just say that?
Yeah. No, that's on the table.
Cobb Vanth, which is the hardest fucking name to say from The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. He was a voice on King of the Hill for an episode. I remember that one.
Jesus Christ.
Yoga instructor. He was in the From Hell movie.
Yep. That comic book is right here on the table.
Yes. Nick just lent it to me recently. He was in the movie Blow. I like that movie. It was like it's basically like a Goodfellas ripoff.
It's tropical Goodfellas.
Yeah. I can just throw it on. Like, it's not high cinema. Like, it's entertaining. I like movies about crime. What can I say?
I do too, but like they have to be decent. Like,
I really don't like Penelope Cruz as an actress. I will just say that.
Yeah. Remember she was dating Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Weird times, man. The Cruises get
She
together.
was hired to date Tom Cruise.
When the Scientologist hired her to date Tom Cruise.
I will say I saw Top Gun this week.
My dad saw it. My dad hardly ever goes to the movies ever. He was like, it was badass.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I enjoyed it. You know, it's not high cinema. Like, if you want to see, cool plane movie,
Yeah.
there it is.
Did they have Val Kilmer in it?
They did, yeah, with his creepy computer voice, yeah.
That's kind of a bummer.
They recreated him like talking raspily, like it's better than his natural sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird.
I think he has actually been doing a lot of vocal therapy to try to get like something back.
Yeah.
Oh, The Ninth Gate. That movie's great. What are you laughing at? I'm fucking serious.
No. I was laughing at his credit for Fear and Loathing is Raoul Duke.
Yeah,
that was his.
That was
alias.
His alias. Yeah, that's what he was writing that piece as.
Yeah. I definitely enjoy that movie too.
Fear and Loathing. I haven't seen it in a long time. I just recently read it though.
Oh, yeah. I enjoy the book too.
Yeah, I've been getting into like a lot of your like avant-garde American authors, kind of like Hunter S. Thompson, a lot of Bukowski.
Yeah,
like I'm really digging Bukowski.
I tried reading, this was a while ago, Hell's Angels by Hunter S. Thompson, and like for a book about biker gangs, like I didn't really like it as much as I thought I would have.
Yeah, I don't think he was quite off the rails enough.
Yeah, it was very like it was just kind of dry and kind of boring a little bit.
Yeah, it's more like a just like a first-hand account of this is what Hell's Angels are like.
Yeah, this happened during this biker riot. This happened during this biker riot.
I recently got Naked Lunch, but is that's Burroughs, right? William S. Burroughs.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet. I'm working my way through Women by Bukowski. I think I'm gonna start that next.
All right. I am still reading mainly comic books these days.
I used to pretty much only primarily read like fantasy and sci-fi, and then I think I just burned out on it, so I needed something else.
Yeah, I can't. I just sitting down to read a book is like a chore for me now. It never used to be hard for me. Now
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking tough.
Even audiobooks, like the fantasy stuff, like it's still kind of a struggle because
I have a hard time with like they've been doing a lot of like serialized podcasts with like they did a couple seasons of a Wolverine one.
Yeah.
They just did like Old Man Star-Lord, Old Man fucking Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
And I like them, but at the same time, it's hard to sit down and like concentrate on listening to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, I can't like read while I'm doing it. Like I can't like watch something. I have to pay attention to it.
I mean, I do a lot of like I don't want to call it brainless work, but like I don't have to like super concentrate on all aspects of my job.
Yeah, so like I don't know.
But just like throwing on fantasy audiobooks or sci-fi audiobooks just doesn't do it for me like it used to.
Yeah.
Which is really fucking sad because there's still a lot of series that I want to dive into, but I think I just need to step away from it for a while.
Yeah.
And then maybe come back to it later.
Anyway, we're talking about Johnny Depp. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey. Holy shit.
Donnie Brasco. That's a fucking great movie.
Yeah, that's a good mob movie. Doesn't get a lot of play, I think, but fucking great performances by Johnny Depp and fucking Al Pacino.
Yeah, that was Pacino at his Pacino-iest, I think. Dead Man is a movie that does not get a whole lot of respect.
I've never seen that one.
No?
Yeah. That's a Jim Jarmusch movie.
Western. Black and white.
Yeah, Jim Jarmusch.
Not great, but good. Very artistic, you know?
Yeah, it is like an art house movie. Jim Jarmusch did The Dead Don't Die. That zombie movie with like every fucking...
Oh, yeah.
I did not enjoy that movie.
Really?
Yeah, I did not.
I haven't seen it yet. Bill Murray was in that, right?
Bill Murray, Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Like literally everybody is in this movie.
Oh, really?
I think John Hamm maybe shows up. Fucking, what's her name? Tilda Swinton, I know, is in it.
Yeah.
It, like, I don't know. Like, it was Shaun of the Dead for older people.
Okay.
That's what I felt like I was watching.
For Americans?
Yeah, like the zombie comedy, yeah, like for older, like if you're 50 and up, like no offense to like.
So not Zombieland.
Yeah, it was just like the humor was just like not necessarily all you're 50 and up, like PBS crowd basically is what I'm trying to say.
Woof.
Yeah, ineloquently. It was just the humor was super dry and like.
So you're telling me it's like old wine moms who like Downton Abbey.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it was just, I don't know. Like I said, I would call me lowbrow or whatever, but like, I don't know. This shit should be, for a comedy, I should be laughing, not like.
Not going.
Yeah. That was, punny.
Really? Like, Bill Murray didn't deliver the goods, or they just didn't have the platform to do it?
Yeah, it was not necessarily the performances, it's the platform. Like, Adam Driver's good, Bill Murray's good. I think Chloe Sevigny is whatever her name is.
Yeah,
is the other person.
Like, as much of a quote unquote like serious actor as Adam Driver is, he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, when he's on SNL, he's done some good stuff. Like, yeah, and he's a Marine too, which is like even weirder. Like, not like you don't associate.
Well, I don't think he was in for very long. I think he injured himself in like boot camp.
No, I think he was in for like a while. I remember listening to him on like Howard Stern.
Yeah,
like he was in for at least a couple of years, at least.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I know I listened to his interview on Howard Stern. And he talked about being in the military.
Yeah.
But he even says like all his fucking military like friends like give him shit for being like an actor now. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I would. What's he gonna do?
Act mad about it.
Act mad about it. Yeah. Biatch. Oh my god. So I noticed.
Hey, it's my segment.
I noticed lately I keep touching my microphone. It makes gigantic, awful noises that I have to try to edit out, and I'm gonna try to stop doing that.
We're always about improving here, folks. But always improving. That's what I wanted to say. I fucking really got to stop drinking wine. Actually, you know what? I'm going to drink a little bit more wine, and then I'm going to stop drinking wine.
Why are you going to stop drinking wine?
Yeah, I got no place to be.
What do you got to do?
Technically, I'm on vacation till Wednesday.
Are you really?
I needed a mental health break. I have no like trips or anything planned until Comic-Con in October.
This is what we call a staycation.
Yeah, and like I honestly thought about maybe like just going to fucking like Lake George Monday afternoon, like just fucking fuck around in the arcade for a few hours, like go grab some, just do like comforting, fun stuff because I just don't want to be
The fucking Dr. Frankenstein's Wax Museum.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I literally haven't been there
So good.
since the fucking 80s.
What?
Yeah, no joke. I have not been there since
It's
the 80s.
probably exactly the same.
Most likely, yeah.
We took the kids there a couple of years ago, and it was fucking dynamite.
That just like maybe increased the odds of me going.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the other one either. Dr. Morbid's or Dr. Horrible's, whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah, it's Dr. Morbid's.
Dr. Morbid's, yeah.
There's the Wax Museum, and then there's the one that's like kind of like a spook house.
That's that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Morbid.
We went to both, I think.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to that one. But yeah, I think I'm going to like a driving range, maybe hit some fucking balls, like just do enjoyable stuff.
Just unwind.
Yeah. Go to lunch, maybe hit the doghouse. I fucking love that. It's beer and fucking awesome hot dogs and like bratwurst and shit. Like, yeah.
Never been.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a beer garden. Like I said, beer garden and fucking hot dogs. Dude. Yeah. If there's anything that like is made for this podcast,
it's
like,
beer and hot dogs.
Yes. Anyway, we were talking about Johnny Depp for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Like tons. Like What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which is great, and Benny and June, which I love. I love that movie.
I still have never seen that. That's the one he was like a Buster Keaton like fan.
He was Buster Keaton, and oh my god, I forget her name. I'm
blanking
June.
also. Holy Christ. Mary Stuart Masterson. There we go.
Yeah. She plays like a very unhinged, traumatized girl. And they wind up falling in love and all that stuff. And it's really, really good. Like, really, really good.
He was in a couple of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, famously the original one.
He was in the original one, and then he did the fake Your Brain on Drugs commercial in
Freddy's Dead and Final Nightmare.
Was that 5? 91.
Unless he did 3 of them. Yeah, no, that was it. Guy on TV. 91. Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember which one that was in the sequence.
He was in the Tom Petty into the Great Wide Open, into the Heartbreakers. Holy shit! Into the Great Wide Open video. I remember that one in heavy rotation on MTV back in the day. And I will say, Tom Petty, one of my favorite acts to see live. Like him dying was a real like fucking blow to like live music, man.
Yeah, I've never seen him live, but I do love his music.
One of the times he played at SPAC, I wish I could remember what year it was, but
I think he was there almost every year.
Pretty much, like every summer, almost, yeah. But there's just one performance, like one specific one that sticks in my mind, because like my entire friend group was there, like just literally everybody I knew, and we all just sat together, like in our like group spot. And yeah, fucking Tom Petty, man. Those were the best, some of the best. Easily, like, I want to say, might be the top 3 concerts I've ever been to.
Yeah,
I always say like top whatever, and like doing those lists is so hard.
Yeah,
because it could change at any given moment.
Didn't Elvis Costello open for him one year there?
No, he opened for the Police that one time at SPAC.
Oh yeah.
Him and Sting. Sting came out while he was singing Allison, which was that is on my like. When I die, I would like to see my like musical highlight reel from all the cool shit I've seen like over the years.
That's up there.
Yeah, Sting and Elvis Costello singing Allison is right up
there.
Yeah. That was a good one. Holy shit, we're at the end of his credits. Thank Christ.
Yeah.
He was in the first Nightmare on Elm Street. That was his first role. How about that? Great for him.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Fucking great for him.
Martin Landau.
The legendary Martin Landau.
Again, whose performance in this movie, if I had to rate performances, his is a 10. 10.
Yeah.
I mean, to the fact that we're 30 years out, and I regularly quote this movie. He has a whole show. You know what? I'm going to cut right to the fucking chase. This motherfucker was in Murder, She Wrote.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Martin Landau was in Murder, She as himself, I hope?
Season 1. Al
Holy
Drake.
shit.
Murder, She Wrote. In between that and the end of his life, he's been in Entourage, the show, and the follow-up movie. He did a voice on The Simpsons. He did a voice in that movie number 9. Tim Burton produced that.
Yep.
That was a pretty cool computer animated movie.
I really liked it. It was short. It was to the point. It had a great cast, actually. The story was awesome. They hit me with that bait and switch, though. Because all through the trailer of that movie, they were playing Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria.
Oh, yeah.
That's only in the end credits.
Let's see. I'm like trying. He was in an episode of The X-Files.
He was in Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, Sleepy Hollow he was in.
Oh, Rounders. I forgot he was in Rounders.
He was the voice of the Scorpion in the 90s Spider-Man animated series. Yeah. That is crazy. I did not realize. That was after Ed Wood also.
Yeah. Fuck.
I have not watched that since it's been on Disney Plus. I'm afraid to because it's probably not going to hold up.
Don't.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the 80s. Alfred Hitchcock Presents. He was in Kung Fu the movies in the 80s. Kung Fu the movie. Thank you. He was in the 80s Twilight Zone, and I believe he was also in the original Twilight Zone.
Oh, more than likely.
Yeah. He's been around a long ass time.
I'm trying to think of like what I most know him for, and I can see him in the movie. I just can't like fucking.
What's the movie about? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
He was in Get Smart. He was in 76 episodes of Mission Impossible. He's on a couple episodes of Gunsmoke, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Wild Wild West, I Spy, the original Alfred Hitchcock Hour, and the original Twilight Zone. So he did both of those shows and their revivals in the 80s.
Yeah.
He was in the original Outer Limits, Cleopatra, which is a huge money-making like bomb for Fox. Almost took down the entire studio.
Was that the one with
Elizabeth Taylor?
Liz Taylor. Who else?
Richard Burton, I think, is in that also, isn't he?
Paul Newman?
Let's see. Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton, Rex Harrison, Hume Cronin, Martin Landau. Nope, no Paul Newman.
Hume Cronin, famous for fucking Jessica Tandy.
Yeah. And doing so since like the 30s.
Like over and over again.
He was in the original Untouchables TV series, Bonanza, Wagon Train,
Jesus Christ.
He's been around long enough to have been in shows with names like General Electric Theater, Tales of Wells Fargo.
Good God.
I think those were like stagecoach stories because Wells Fargo was like a stagecoach. He played Doc Holliday in Tales of Wells Fargo. It was 1959. He was in the Maverick TV series, 1958.
He has 178 credits.
Yeah. His original first credit, 1953, in
Jesus.
The Goldbergs. It feels like that show has been on since 1953. It's hasn't been funny since 1954. I'll say it. Moving on, Sarah Jessica Parker, probably best known as Carrie Bradshaw in the Sex and the City franchise, TV show, movies, and revival show. Aside from that,
Hocus Pocus.
no, Hocus Pocus, yeah. That is a movie that people enjoy. I personally don't. I'm not big on that one for some reason. I don't know. I never watched it when I was younger, so I don't have that nostalgia factor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My wife loves it, and I accept that
I am
about her.
Yeah, I am also in that same boat. To the point where I have been past like the house in Salem.
Oh, we went there.
Yeah.
The house, the
town
courthouse.
square,
Yeah, we did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Love you.
She was in Footloose, the original one, in 1984.
Yep, she was rusty. Can I tell you my favorite thing about her being in this movie was when they were reading the review and she goes, "The face of a horse." Like, yeah, I got it in one.
Yeah. You know that fucking stung just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then in the 80s, she was.
But I mean, Jesus Christ, how long's Ferris Bueller been plowing away at that?
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus Christ, forever.
At least since the 90s, I want to say. Anyway, you know what?
Turns out wine makes me crass.
Yeah, same here. Wine makes me not give a fuck, pretty much. Like, moving on, Patricia Arquette.
I love her.
Yeah,
like she doesn't get, I think, a whole lot of respect as an actress. She gets respect as an Arquette.
Yeah, the acting Arquette family. She was just in the show Severance on Apple TV, which was outstanding. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It is a like really creepy, like kind of sci-fi, like workplace. Like it's about like in the universe of the show, they come up with this procedure where you can separate your work self from your personal self. So basically, when you go to work, you are like turned off for whatever time you're at work.
Yeah.
And like you're there's this other like you that takes over when you're at work that doesn't remember like the opposite side. It doesn't remember all your personal stuff.
It's just become like a worker bee version of yourself.
Yeah. And there it's all about like just all this creepy shit that's going on now. It's kind of like like a mystery show. There's all this weird shit. And, like, they start to like realize like their inner work selves like kind of start to realize like well basically when this person like stops working here, we die pretty much. Like
okay,
we've never seen the outside world. We don't like know like we don't know anything about anything. Like our entire world just takes place in this fucking office.
Yeah.
Like this underground bunker of an office. And it's directed by Ben Stiller, like the majority of the show. It's fucking top notch, really good.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give too much away, but there's like a cliffhanger in the ending. And
there was something else like
looking forward to season 2.
Ben Stiller has done like some other serious stuff.
He directed that Escape from Dannemora series on Showtime, which was also really good.
Yeah,
Patricia Arquette was also in there.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes of that. That was pretty good.
But Patricia Arquette is in Severance, and she is like one of the bosses. She's like middle management basically, and like, she's like this icy, like steely, just cold, like just really harsh, like person.
Yeah.
And she's also like spying on like because the main character is Adam Scott from like Parks and Rec and stuff like that. She's also playing basically his neighbor. He doesn't recognize her from work. Doesn't realize that's his boss.
Right.
She's also like keeping tabs on him outside of work, like pretending to be his neighbor and stuff like that. It's a really, really good show. Patricia Arquette's great in it. She's also, like I said, great in the Escape from Dannemora TV series.
Yeah.
Let's see. I forgot she was in Boardwalk Empire. She was in 10 episodes of that.
That show's so good.
Yeah, that is a really good show. Steve Buscemi's great. Michael K. Williams is great. What else?
Little Nicky.
That's right. Yeah, she was in. That is an odd fucking movie.
I love it.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
It's. Yeah. It was kind of Adam Sandler's return to like fun comedy. Yeah, like weird shit.
She was in David Lynch's Lost Highway, which I like the soundtrack for that way better than I like the movie.
I don't know that I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, I remember watching it in the 90s. It's odd.
Well, you don't really like David Lynch to begin with.
Yeah, it's a high buy-in for me.
Yeah.
From what I'm told, it's basically his take on like the O.J. Simpson murder. It's about who the fuck is the guy who stars in it? Is it Bill Pullman?
Well, yeah, it looks like his mouth.
Yeah, Bill Pullman. He like murders his wife. Like I'm really cutting through the artsy fartsy stuff and like getting down to the grist here. Murders his wife, and like the guilt of it basically is so great for him that it turns him into a different person. Like basically like same thing with O.J. Simpson. He, in his mind, he is innocent. He didn't do this because he knows he's guilty, and the guilt is so great that he's had to become somebody else who believes that he is innocent, basically.
Okay.
It's a weird fucking movie, and with the other wife murderers in it too. Robert Blake.
Oh yeah.
Henry Rollins also in it.
I fucking love Henry Rollins.
I will say I really love the song from the soundtrack, "The Perfect Drug" by Trent Reznor.
That was a Nine Inch Nails song. That was on the downward... No, not the downward spiral.
I thought this was the first thing it was on.
I don't think so.
To the internet.
That's right. Because I remember the video for that, too.
I fucking... Yeah. Let's see. Perfect Drug. So like a wiki.
Oh, yeah.
Album Lost Highway.
Album Lost Highway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great song. I really like that song.
Yeah, it really was.
We really gotta I gotta cut through this shit. Patricia Arquette, she's been in a lot of stuff you like.
Patty.
I feel like we're doing this shitty episode. I apologize.
We're just taking a lot of turns on this one.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's a shitty show. I feel like it's just a wandering show.
Yeah, we're bouncing all over the place. She was in True Romance, which is another awesome movie I really enjoy. Mm-hmm. Written by Quentin Tarantino, directed by Tony Scott. Yeah, Tony Scott. I don't know if it was Tony or Ricky.
Is that how it's pronounced? Tony Scott?
That's how it's pronounced when you're not sure if it's him or his brother.
Hey, she was on an episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Four-sided triangle. All right.
Nubile young woman. Yeah, okay.
She's in love with a scarecrow.
That's weird.
I feel like this was like a farmer's daughter type of situation. No, I'm
Don't touch my scarecrow.
Yeah, it was something like that. There was a twist on it because the farmer wants to fuck her. That's what's happening. Sorry, I'm reading I don't mean to be crass again, but I'm reading the description and giving you my shitty interpretation of it.
Yeah. Uncle Buck.
Additional voices. We probably just
weird.
Some voiceover.
Foley work.
Yeah. She was in a Dokken video. But her first role also in a Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Yeah, well, because Dream Warriors, the song by Dokken was like the theme song. Oh, which great fucking song.
Dream Warrior.
I don't know if you're a Dokken kind of guy, but I grew up on Dokken.
But I know the song.
Yeah.
I also had VHS recording of Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. That was an HBO recording, though. I didn't have to wait for Showtime. What did she direct?
That's a great movie, though.
Oh, a couple episodes of Medium.
Dream Warriors was one of the good ones. What is it? It's the odd number Nightmare on Elm Streets that are like, quote unquote, the good ones?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Much like the Alien series.
You mean the opposite of the Alien series?
No,
the reverse. Yeah, nope. That's exactly what you meant. Jeffrey Jones, disclaimer, not a good guy.
Child porn out the wazoo.
Yep. He's been busted like multiple times, at least twice, I want to say. Which
sucks because he's a great actor.
He's been in some great movies, and I'm not even going to separate the art from the artist. He's just a despicable person.
Oh, yeah.
But he has been in some great movies. He was in Deadwood, the series, and in the recent movie from a couple of years ago.
A.W. Merrick.
Yeah.
Newspaper Man.
Which both of those are, if you like Westerns and you haven't seen it, what are you waiting for?
If you like modern style Westerns.
Yeah, that's true. I will disclaimer that. He's done a lot of voiceover work. He did Invader Zim. Like you see, I think he did a couple of the Fallout games too, at least one. He did some voice work on the Justice League cartoon.
I got to tell you, I'm amazed he got work after those.
Yeah, he
charges.
got work after the first like bust for child porn, and then like after the second one is when he finally stopped getting work.
When was the second one? Because the Deadwood movie was not that long ago.
Yeah, I think they just like had to put him in that basically. But there's there's a gap. 2007, and he doesn't do anything until 2012, and then pretty much 2 years every year after that. Just not a good dude, but in some good movies, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's in Stuart Little. He was in Sleepy Hollow, which a lot of people in this movie were in that. Again, Tim Burton.
Tim Burton likes the Tim Burton players, basically.
Yeah. He did a voice in Fallout 2 as the president. He was in the 90s Outer Limits revival. The Devil's Advocate, he was in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie so much. We've talked about it before.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in so long. But I saw it at the wrong time.
I saw that in the theater when it came out.
Yeah, I saw that in my living room with my father.
The orgy of people grinding behind Al Pacino at the end was
1997, so I was in 7th grade.
Going back
A little early, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I was gonna say, we mentioned Crybaby earlier. When I was probably around that same age, I remember one of my dad's childhood friends came up from the city for the weekend with his girlfriend to stay with us.
Yeah.
And my mom was gone for the weekend, and she took my sisters with her. Yeah. We enjoy Lisa Marie, folks. That's all we do. I think I might only had one sister at the time, my middle sister. Anyway, they weren't there. We went to the video store, rented a movie. My dad picked a Tracy Lords movie.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah.
Had to go behind the swinging doors, eh?
Yeah. No, it was just out there with the regular movies. What? It was like an alien fucking just invasion movie, but
I mean, she has done I don't want to call them serious movies.
Yeah, it wasn't a serious movie though. It wasn't even one of the Hollywood. It was like somebody shot it on home video and there was a whole lot of titties in this movie and yeah.
One of those
don't tell your mom we're watching this.
Jungle Women kind of fucking flicks.
Definitely, I definitely got the don't tell your mom.
Yeah.
But The Devil's Advocate again. I love that movie. I say one of my favorites for a lot of movies, but I love movies, so I have a lot of favorites.
Okay, so the orgy grinding tons of boobs element of that movie, yeah, that stuck with me. The moment that she took that shard of glass and shoved it in her fucking throat.
Oh, yeah.
That has stayed with me. That has stayed with me for the entire time of my life since I've seen it. I'll sometimes just, bloop, there it is. Like Joe Boo's rum. Yeah. That thing where
Charlize Theron jamming glass in her neck.
Yeah.
That movie's 25 years old and still hot. I'm sorry, she's still hot.
Charlize Theron?
Yeah,
she's a goddess.
Did some voice work on Batman the Animated Series. We're still talking about the horrible person that is Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah.
Another Tales from the Crypt. I vaguely remember this one.
Course.
Yes, I do remember this one. A bookworm is tricked by a jock and her devious Egyptology professor to be the virgin sacrifice to an ancient mummy in the teacher's basement.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, they're trying to resurrect this mummy. Yeah.
Oh, it was Anthony Michael Hall was in that.
Yeah, he was the boyfriend, I believe. Nina Simasco was the secretary in Airheads.
Oh shit!
The one who ends up sleeping with Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Put the monster away, Biff. Pip.
If we're gonna do that, might as well just have Pip farting on a snare drum.
Farting on a snare drum.
Let's see. He was in
I love Airheads so much.
Yeah, I love that movie. Stay Tuned, which
great.
Yeah, John
great fucking movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie. And Mom and Dad Saved the World too. I liked that movie a lot. Those were kind of both 99 and 2, in the same genre, that not quite a kids movie, it
was a quirky family movie.
Yeah. And he was the dad in Mom and Dad Saved the World, and fucking John Lovitz is the space emperor. That was a weird movie.
Fucking John Lovitz. Hello.
Who's Harry Crumb?
Classic.
Yeah, classic comedy with John Candy. Of course, Beetlejuice. He's the father in Beetlejuice. Did an episode of Amazing Stories in the 80s. Howard the Duck, which I haven't seen in a long time, but I know is horrible.
Duck titties!
He's probably best known as Ed Rooney in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
Let's see. He was also in the 80s revival of The Twilight Zone. Transylvania 6-5000. He was also in Amadeus.
Yeah, that movie is good. I saw that in middle school music class.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have.
That's not a middle school music class movie. He's in Easy Money with Rodney Dangerfield and Joe Pesci, which is a hilarious movie. I know we've talked about that one before. Mm-hmm. It's the one where they're having the wedding in the backyard, and there's the overhead shot of like 200 people like gathered in this tiny little backyard. Yeah.
Yep. Those fucking assholes and elbows.
Yeah. We've all been to that party. We still have so much to fucking do in this. Jesus Christ.
That's because this cast is absurd.
Yeah. G.D. Spradlin, he played the Reverend, ends up becoming one of the producers of Plan 9. I'm just going to do this one real quick. He's been in some good movies. The Long Kiss Goodnight, which I know I've gone on about here before. Great action movie. Nick's just going to choke on some wine.
Turns out I can't breathe wine.
Yeah. Who knew?
Hey, he was in Canadian Bacon. Speaking of John
Candy.
John
That was
Candy.
his last movie, I believe.
Canadian Bacon?
I think so.
No, Wagons East came out.
That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. Wagons East.
I think that was 96, 97.
97, I want to say. Let's see. Tank. That was with James Garner, where he's like a vet who like steals a tank, I think, to like get his son out of prison.
Jesus.
Let's see. Apocalypse Now. He is in. General Corman. He was in an episode of Columbo. He is in The Godfather. The Godfather Saga and also The Godfather 2. He plays Senator Pat Geary. I really need to watch both of those movies, Godfather 1 and 2 now. After watching The Offer.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've watched
It gets
both.
suggested, so like after you finish an episode, it's like, you might like The Godfather. And I'm like, yeah, I really fucking do.
Everybody likes The Godfather.
Who doesn't? Yeah. Okay. Hey, it's me, Dad. If you come across somebody in your life and they don't like The Godfather, you don't need that person in your life.
Distrust them. If they tell you The Godfather 3 is their favorite movie also, the favorite in the series, no, they're lying.
That's
they're
a
lying
cop.
to you. Yeah. That man is a snitch.
Also, if you talk to somebody and they refer to Gatorade flavors by their actual flavor name, that's a cop.
Yeah, no, you refer to that fucker by the color. What flavor Gatorade do you want? Green.
Yeah.
What flavor do you want? Red.
Orange. Yellow. White.
But yeah, I mean, The Godfather 1 and 2, arguably two of the greatest movies ever made.
They make up two parts of one whole. That's
what The Godfather saga is. It was edited together for TV.
Yeah.
They are one giant movie, one incredibly giant movie.
Incredibly giant movie.
And when I want to say I've seen that before. I want to say they played it on Spike every now and again, like back in the day.
Wasn't the Godfather saga like recut? Like they would put parts of 2 into 1.
Yeah, it was edited like chronologically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. It was like done chronologically. So you'd have parts of like 1 and it's here mixed up with parts with 2. Yeah. But either way, like however you watch it, great movies.
Yeah.
He was in the original. Dragnet 1967. That's not the original Dragnet. Tora. World War II
classic.
Movie. Yeah.
Hell's Angels 69. Nice.
Mannix, I Spy.
Fucking Mannix.
And Gomer Pyle. How about that? Moving on. Vincent D'Onofrio. Probably best known.
Fucking Private Pile, man.
Yeah, Private Pile, Edgar and Men in Black. The Kingpin. And
I forgot he was in The Cell.
Yeah.
That movie's fucking rowdy.
I'm not a fan.
Like, at all?
I haven't watched it probably since it originally came out.
Okay.
But that definitely crossed my weird for the sake of being weird barrier.
can see that.
Yeah.
But I think it walked the weird line.
I know we've talked about Vincent D'Onofrio before. He was in something.
We have.
Yeah.
Because we talked about his performance as Kingpin and it being fucking amazing.
Yeah, he was made to be Wilson Fisk. I mean, look at that man. That's Wilson Fisk.
Yeah. He put on like 40 pounds to do that, I think.
I mean, in the Daredevil Netflix show, he plays like a more like
grounded,
like realistic version. In the Hawkeye, it's more of the comic version where he's like pretty fucking tough and like can do like kung fu and shit.
Oh, really?
I like it. It's the Kingpin I fucking know. Like,
yeah.
But it is supposed to be the same character. And I'm just gonna, because he's only in the movie for a minute. He's Orson Welles.
Yeah.
In the interest of wrapping this shit up sometime tonight.
Bill fucking Murray.
Bill Murray, yeah. You have heard of Bill Murray. I mean, he's only been in some of the greatest comedies ever made. Good Lord. He is no longer in Being... Well, I think he got bounced from Being Mortal.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a movie Aziz Ansari was making. He got into some trouble. He got, harassed somebody apparently.
Aziz?
No, not Aziz.
Bill Murray.
Yeah. The story, he's like told the story. He's like, I'm 100% sorry. Basically, like he was like joking around. Like he pulled some girl's like ponytail, like, and she didn't
like elementary school bullshit.
I like, I just,
or like
I don't imagine like him like yanking it like angrily, probably just fucking around like just yoink like just goofing around, and probably just didn't take the joke the right way, and that's not her fault at all. Like it's just
you got to know your crowd.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, like we love Bill Murray anyway. I mean, he's fucking Bill Murray.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the next Ant-Man movie, which I'm pretty excited about. I mean, aside from that, I mean, good God, I mean, he's Peter Venkman in Ghostbusters movies.
I gotta say, I love that he will do blockbuster comedies, and he will also do these like independent, kind of like whatever movies, because he believes in the material.
Yeah, he'll do goofy comedies and like serious roles also.
But I mean, like even like the disparity between like, this is a movie with like a multi-million-dollar budget, and then this is a movie shot in somebody's fucking garage. Like he'll do it.
Yeah. I will say him showing up in the first Zombieland, probably one of the greatest fucking.
So good. Yes. Do you have any regrets? I don't know.
Garfield is probably a bitch.
Probably Garfield.
Oh man, yeah, it's so great. I mean, Saturday Night Live, of course, that's where he first came to fame.
Yep.
I forgot he was in Vice Principals. Jesus. He's Baloo in the most recent version of The Jungle Book.
Yeah.
He's been all over the Wes Anderson,
I think all of them.
Pretty well, except like the early one. Like he's not in like Bottle Rocket, I don't think. But I mean, is he in the Royal Tenenbaums?
Yeah. Ooh.
Maybe not.
No, I don't think he's in that one. I think
he's definitely.
Because I think that's where Wes Anderson really took off.
Yeah.
And then from there on, he's been kind of a player.
I mean, The Life Aquatic is amazing. I just recently watched The French Dispatch when it first came on HBO. I think last year. I'm personally really, really sick of Wes Anderson. I know his movies get critical acclaim.
He's got a weird style that just like,
yeah,
you're either on board or you're not.
Yeah, and like
for the most part, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean he's done some. I mean Rushmore is fucking amazing. Another great Bill Murray role.
Yeah,
were you in the shit? Yeah, that was the shit. Rushmore is great. The Royal Tenenbaums is great. Life Aquatic is great. But like, I got to the point where like, okay,
it's just kooky comedy.
Yeah, you do the cutesy, like prim and proper comedy. Like,
there's a style of music called twee.
He's very twee.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you were gonna catch where I was going.
No, I didn't use that word because I wasn't sure if you were. Yeah. But yeah, he's 100% very twee and like
it's cutesy and sad.
Yeah, I get it. Like Moonrise Kingdom was the one where like, all right, I got really sick of it. And like Isle of Dogs was pretty good, I will say that. But again, that's like a different movie. It's animated,
Yeah.
Same thing with Mr. Fox too. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Also a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah. But again, it's not the like. Just the, like the I just.
I did like that though.
Yeah, those are both good. The live action ones have just been. I feel like it's the same movie. It's just like, okay, it's a manners comedy on a train. That's Darjeeling Limited. It's a manners comedy in a hotel. What was the fucking hotel movie?
Grand Budapest.
Yeah. It's a manners comedy in a fucking newspaper, French Dispatch.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It's a manners comedy in a Boy Scout camp. Fucking Moonrise Kingdom.
But here, so we're on Bill Murray. So we're gonna go. Okay, everybody knows Bill Murray. If you don't, watch Stripes, watch Ghostbusters, watch Caddyshack.
Oh god, there's tons of other like. I mean, those are the big ones. I had mentioned, Where the Buffalo Roam earlier.
Yeah, if you want like the Bill Murray crash course though.
There's the crash course and there's the deep cuts. I will also throw on the deep cuts, Quick Change, which I know we've mentioned on the show before, with him, Randy Quaid, and Gina Davis. They're bank robbers. They're trying to get.
I think we talked about that on the Fly episode.
Yes, yeah. Fantastic movie, like little known movie from the early '90s. Definitely recommend it. Good God, what else? Broken Flowers. That was a good movie. Lost in Translation. That's another like one of the more serious. He is in the Royal Tenenbaums.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Lost in Translation. Him and Scarlett Johansson. That's a really good movie too. Charlie's Angels, which
no.
Rushmore. That's probably my favorite Wes Anderson movie. Wild Things. I forgot he was in that.
Kingpin. That's the other one.
Oh my God, yeah. That's another just goofy, wacky comedy. That's got to be in the crash course.
Ernie McCracken.
Yeah. These kids nearly got Munson.
It's been so long since I've seen that. But...
You've never heard that term before? It means unbelievably screwed over?
The disheveledness of his comb over by the end of the movie. Just like hanging off the fucking side.
Ernie McCracken. Oh, God. That is a great movie.
Classic cinema. Fucking Mad Dog and Glory.
Oh, yeah. Groundhog Day, another classic.
Yeah, Scrooged.
Another holiday, like I have to watch that every year. Holiday classic.
Yeah.
That's
fucking Bill Murray. Like, if you don't know who Bill Murray is, I guess call it quits. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I've never seen the movie Razor's Edge. I don't. Maybe I have, like back in the day.
I've seen the wrestling move.
I say I read the book. It's a really good book. It's this like I think he's like a World War I vet, if I remember correctly, and like he's basically just kind of fucking. He's been traumatized. He's been through fucking World War I, and he like fucks off to like India and like gets into like meditation and stuff like that, and just kind of like looking for enlightenment.
Yeah,
it's a really, really good book. It's really like serious, dramatic role. Like it was like probably his first like serious dramatic role. But yeah, there's this one passage in the book that I remember of him like where he first like kind of reaches that like state of nirvana and enlightenment. He's like he's in India and he's like meditating like over this valley and he's just like observing everything and like there's animals doing this and there's just this going on over here and it's just really incredible fucking scene.
Yeah.
I recommend that book. Where the Buffalo Roam, I mentioned earlier, he plays Hunter S. Thompson. I wonder if this is streaming anywhere. I fucking doubt it. Arguably a better Hunter S. Thompson movie than Fear and Loathing.
Really?
Yeah, I used to own this on VHS.
Like Fear and Loathing really does get the spirit of the book.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll have to check that out.
Meatballs, although I don't think I've ever seen Meatballs. I know that gets a lot of like a lot of big comedy play. And that's really it for the bigger stuff.
Yeah.
He's in the Beatles parody, The Ruddles, All You Need Is Cash.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bill Murray the K. That's great. Mike Starr, who we mentioned, plays like a mobster. Like
He's a heavy.
thug. Yeah, and everything.
He's like a modern day heavy.
He played Georgie Weiss. That was his name.
Yeah.
He was, the guy who was making what becomes Glenn or Glenda. Again,
I changed my sex.
He has been in.
Still working.
Yeah. He's got a bunch of shit in pre-production. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to hit the bigger stuff here. He was on The Blacklist on NBC. He was on Shameless on Showtime. Ray Donovan also on Showtime.
I think most of what anybody's going to really know him for is shit from the 90s.
Yeah, like Dumb and Dumber. Good Lord.
Wasn't he in... what was that first like big Spike Lee movie?
Do the Right Thing?
Yeah.
I might be thinking of Danny Aiello.
Oh, maybe.
They're very similar.
They're very interchangeable.
Yeah, he was in Original Flavor CSI. I'm still only in 2012. Jesus Lord.
He was in an episode of Children's Hospital.
Yeah. An episode of Glee. Days of Our Lives.
Ugh.
He's in an episode of The Office.
Also, ugh. I don't know. I just don't get it. Like I don't know why The Office is as popular as it is.
It's an enjoyable show. I can't watch it endlessly, but I mean, I have my shit that I can.
Yeah.
He's the voice of Lou in the Fight Club video game. I don't think he actually plays Lou in the movie, though. You don't know where I've been, Lou? We're still only up to 2001.
Holy shit.
He was on The West Wing. Summer of Sam, that's a Spike Lee movie.
Yeah.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Tony Chi-Chi.
Yeah, an episode of Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. Let me guess. It was about the mob. It's called Bada Bing, Bada Bang.
That had to have been one of the like holodeck fucking episodes. Actually, I think it was. Oh, he's in Hoodlum. That was pretty decent.
Home Improvement. James and the Giant Peach. That's a Tim Burton joint, as they say.
Produced it, I believe.
He was on an episode of News Radio. That was a great 90s sitcom. That
Third Rock.
Third Rock. I never enjoyed that show.
Really?
Yeah. I'll say it. I never enjoyed it.
Wow.
Clockers. So maybe he wasn't Do the Right Thing, because this is another Spike Lee movie. Original Flavor Law and Order.
Yep. Dumb and Dumber. There it is.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah.
Baby's Day Out. That's another one, yeah.
The Steven Seagal classic, On Deadly Ground.
Ugh.
Also in Cabin Boy.
Yep. That's the second time that's come up.
Yeah. Mad Dog and Glory. Another Bill Murray. We did mention that. Never mind.
Yep.
He's in the horrible fucking... what's his name? Emilio Estevez and Mick Jagger vehicle.
Ugh.
Free Jack.
Ugh.
He's Frenchie in Goodfellas. He's also in the Miller's Crossing, another like a Jewish mobster movie.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Steel, which comes up on here a lot. That was that cop movie with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
Uncle Buck.
Lean on Me.
The Equalizer. The Chevy Chase movie, Funny Farm. I remember watching that a lot when I was a kid. This guy's been in like every soap opera. He's also been on As the World Turns.
Oh shit, he was in The Money Pit.
He's in the 80s classic King Kong Lives. He's in the 80s Crime Story TV series, which I mentioned was a 50s cop show.
Yeah.
With Dennis Farina from Snatch. Played Cousin Avi.
He was in The Last Dragon.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he's one of the thugs in The Last Dragon.
Yeah.
I need to see that movie again. It's been way too long.
Who's the master?
Show enough. Kiss my Converse. Fucking love that movie.
Motherfuckers eating popcorn with chopsticks. I hate you so much.
Let me tell you though, Cheetos with chopsticks, life changing.
Well, yeah, you don't get the fucking
exactly.
You don't get the orange fingers.
Moving on, holy Lord, Max Casella. He was probably best known as Doogie Howser's sidekick.
Who was he in this?
In this, he was. He's a real. They're all real people. I'm trying to think of his name. He was the guy who like founded like the such and such fan club, the Paul Marco.
Oh,
yeah.
The guy who founded his own fan club.
Yeah.
He's in fucking Newsies.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of stuff recently.
The Tender Bar.
Yeah, that's an Amazon movie. It was an okay movie. It wasn't fucking horrible. He's in Marvelous Miss Maisel, which is a pretty damn good show.
I keep hearing that. I still have no idea what the fuck it's about.
It's kind of like a fictionalized version of Joan Rivers' like life story, like in the 50s. Like,
Oh, okay.
being a comic. It's a really, really good show. He's in the Jigsaw show coming up. That's the one based on Saw.
Mm-hmm. As a dude named Taco.
Taco, man. Fuck. We both had tacos for dinner.
We did.
I can now go for more tacos.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. God damn it. I short-sighted that one. Anyway.
I only got 3. I should have gotten 19.
Yeah, seriously. I can go for fries right now also. He's in Ray Donovan also, which came up a little while ago. Let's see. We're going to speed through these because we are just fucking taking forever with
Yeah, he's an old boy.
The remake of Old Boy.
Remake.
I've never seen either of them. I know the twist, though.
You don't gain one way or another watching either one.
Yeah.
The one is in English, one is in Korean.
He was also on Boardwalk Empire. Did 7 episodes on that.
Leatherheads, that was a movie that should have been good, but was not.
Yeah. It was like made to look like a Coen Brothers movie. I don't think it actually was a Coen Brothers movie.
No.
I think they produced it maybe or something like that.
Yeah, it should have been a lot better than it was.
He was also on The Sopranos, did 28 episodes of The Sopranos. He's the voice of Daxter in all the Jack and Daxter games.
No shit.
On PlayStation. Man, that wine is havoc with my stomach. Could be the tacos also.
Yeah, it's probably a combination of the two.
Probably not good to mix, but we're not classy folks here.
No.
Like I said, Doogie Howser did 97 episodes of that. And
Ephraim McDowell's Kentucky Ride.
Moving on,
Yeah.
talking about Lisa Marie. She was Vampira in this. Also, she is the Martian girl in Mars Attacks.
Yep.
She was pretty much in all of Tim Burton's movies until he met Helena Bonham Carter, and then he left her for Helena Bonham Carter. She was previously Tim Burton's, yeah, Tim Burton's girlfriend. Like I said, up until he met Helena Bonham Carter, and I want to say he pulled the same thing when he met her. Like I think he was married to somebody or seeing somebody, and then when he met Lisa Marie, he just, well, I'm dating her now.
I don't know. It's very possible.
Yeah. But yeah, she's in Ed Wood, Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, Planet of the Apes. She's in Lords of Salem.
Yeah. Hey, they can't all be winners. Tales of Halloween, I keep hearing is good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I had the directors of one of the segments on my old podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what she's in. And we do enjoy her in those. George the Animal Steel, known primarily for being George the Animal Steel. He was Tor Johnson in this movie. And really, like, that's all you need to know. He's a
fucking wrestler,
hairy
man.
wrestler. Used to paint his tongue green.
Yep. And he would eat the top turnbuckle.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Moving on, Juliette Landau. She played Loretta King in this movie.
Is she, like, of the Landau?
She is Martin Landau's daughter. Yeah.
Okay.
She is probably most famously known as Drusilla in both Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel series from the early 2000s, late 90s.
Oh, she did, like, a lot of that show?
Yeah. She was a big bad on both of those shows for a while.
Drusilla is a shitty name.
Yeah. Let's see. Aside from that, she did the voice of Lois Lane in a DC animated movie.
Oh, she was on a few episodes of Bosch. That's.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but it's pretty popular, I guess.
Yeah, an Amazon series.
2 episodes of Vampire the Masquerade, LA by Night. I saw up there.
Yes. Yeah.
That's like Critical Role, but Vampire Masquerade.
All right.
I don't know who does it now. Geek and Sundry was in charge of it.
I want to say she's been in like most of, if not all of, the BioShock games, doing voices.
Okay.
Did some voices in Star Wars: The Old Republic video game. Did voices on Ben 10 and its various incantations.
I have all those BioShock games. I just haven't played them.
Yeah, I started playing BioShock Remastered on my PC, and I just kind of stopped. She did Zatanna also, it looks like, on Justice League Unlimited, another animated series.
I really like Justice League Unlimited.
It is a really good show.
It wasn't just your big three characters. They had everybody in there.
Yeah.
My favorite.
And like, it was a rotating roster, too, so like different people would show up.
My favorite episodes were the ones that had the question in them.
Yeah, those were awesome. I mentioned Drusilla on Angel and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was in La Femme Nikita, the TV series.
Millennium.
First role is in the Christian Slater classic Pump Up the Volume. And after that, she was in The Grifters also.
Hey, Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Yes, the Ferris Bueller ripoff TV series.
We talked about that last week, too, I think.
We did. It comes up from time to time. Moving on, Norman Alden. This dude was in some stuff also. He was also in Tora.
Cameraman Bill in Ed Wood.
Yeah, he's the cameraman in this movie. He's been dead for a while, but before that, he's been on Jag, the TV series, K-Pax, the movie with Kevin Spacey, Patch Adams with Robin Williams. Did a voice on the Rugrats TV series. Let's see. The most important thing. In 1986 and in 1988, he was on Murder, She Wrote.
Now, hold on. That is very, very important. That is not the most important. He was in They Live.
He was also in They Live, yes. That was in 1988. The John Carpenter alien paranoia invasion.
I love that movie so much.
I have not seen that in a very long time.
We need to remedy that.
Yeah. Is it on the board? I think it's on the board, isn't it?
If it's not, it's gonna be.
We should fix that. We have to move stuff around anyway. Let's see. He was on the original 21 Jump Street.
You need to drink more of this wine because...
No, I don't.
Oh, so I guess I'm just drinking a bottle and a half of wine
got
tonight.
a little woozy there. I would shoot somebody for some crispy French fries right now.
We can make that happen.
Probably could. The fucking bar they closed. They stopped serving food at like 9:30 over here. Like, what the fuck?
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, seriously. Like, you can't make me some fries at 11 o'clock? Yeah, Donner heard fries and now he's running into the room. Hey, buddy.
Huh?
We don't have French fries yet. No. He was Lou in Back to the Future. He's the owner of the malt shop.
Oh, okay.
He was on the A-Team.
Give me a tab. You can't have a tab. You haven't bought anything.
Yeah. I'll have a Pepsi free. You want a Pepsi, pal? You got to pay for it. A lot of 80s TV. Falcon Crest, Webster, the A-Team, Greatest American Hero, The Fall Guy, Trapper John, Facts of Life, Fantasy Island.
All of the 80s TV.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Charlie's Angels. Dukes of Hazzard. He was in the Godzilla animated series from the 70s.
Woof. Barnaby Jones.
Starsky and Hutch, The Rockford Files, 8 is Enough, Dallas. Welcome Back, Cotter. This dude was all over the place. He was the voice of Aquaman in the 70s Super Friends TV series from like 73 to 77, it looks like. He was in the Alice TV series. Quincy. Like, this dude was everywhere.
Was that that was Alice from the
Diner
Brady
Alice.
Bunch?
No, that's Alice from what was the name of the Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. They spun it off into a sitcom. Which used to be on like all the time when I was a kid, and then just like disappeared. He was in the Sid and Marty Krofft Super Show, so he's probably around some big ass giant puppets at some point in his life. Streets of San Francisco. You know what? Oh, I know why I kept going. He was in this cartoon Devlin. The only reason I remember this cartoon is because I was on the it was on the USA Cartoon Express.
Yeah.
It was Scooby-Doo, except instead of like teenagers with a dog solving crimes, It was teenagers who were in like a stunt show solving crime. It's like a motorcycle stunt show.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. It was on the USA Cartoon Express where they just shoved like shitty cartoons down our throat. That's where you got like Jabberjaw and there was
Was that Transylvania TV show with the ducks? Count Duckula.
That was
Count
on
Duckula.
Nickelodeon.
Was it? Yeah. No, I don't think it started on Nickelodeon. Though.
No, it totally did because I fucking remember, man. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Another one of the they had the Captain Caveman on USA.
Yep.
But they also had like the 80s. I think it was like the 80s.
Captain Caveman started off as like a Flintstones spin-off.
Yeah, because it was there was also the 80s like Flintstone series where like Pebbles and Bam Bam were like
Teenagers.
Yeah. What the fuck? They had like Wacky Races on there.
I love Wacky Races.
Yeah, they would mix in good shit with like horrible cartoons. You also had like Turbo Teen and Devlin.
Yeah.
I want to say, was it Samson and Goliath? Where it's like the dude and his moped and like his dog and like...
Davy and Goliath.
No, that was the claymation show.
Yeah.
Samson and Goliath was this cartoon. It was like a dude and like his dog and they traveled around in this moped and he had like these silver wrist bracers and like when he clacked them together he turned into like Samson the strongman.
What
and, like,
the fuck?
The dog turned into a lion. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that does sound kind of familiar. Old cartoons were fucking
weird.
Wild.
Yeah. Moving on. Leonard Termo. He was the makeup man in this Makeup Man Harry. He was in the Muhammad Ali movie with Will Smith. He was in the 90s Godzilla movie. He was in Fight Club as a desk sergeant. I don't remember a desk sergeant in that. Oh, probably when I think Ed Norton like goes to turn himself in at some point.
Yeah.
And they don't believe him. Oh, pardon me. That's tacos and wine. That's not a good mix.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He's in the movie Lost Highway, which we just talked about a little while ago.
Yep.
He was in the Lois and Clark Adventures of Superman show from the 90s.
It looks like he has made a career out of playing just side characters.
Yeah. He is he did a stint on Seinfeld. He did one episode. He's Joe, the guy who runs the fruit stand by Jerry and Kramer's apartment. He's in My Blue Heaven, unconfirmed, but that's a great movie. It's the comedy version of Goodfellas. It's the comedy version. It's the comedy sequel to Goodfellas, basically. It's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
It picks up. Goodfellas ends with Henry Hill in witness protection.
Yeah.
And My Blue Heaven picks up with basically Henry Hill in witness protection. It's like him like trying to live, as a mobster in the middle of nowhere. Like,
yeah.
It's fucking Steve Martin playing the character. It's really funny.
You know what I like as a gangster flick comedy is Mafia.
Yes, yeah, with Lloyd Bridges and Jay Moore.
Yeah,
that was a funny one.
The fucking when his mother just goes and blows them up. She's like fucking eating a whole can of beans or whatever the fuck.
He's eating it's like a piece of fruit. He's like slurping it up. It's all gross. Yeah.
That was after the car bomb. Yeah. He's eating a can of peaches.
Yeah.
Everybody's throwing up at the funeral.
Oh man.
Disgusting.
He was in the movie Johnny Dangerously, comedy from the 80s. He's also the Pope of Greenwich Village, which every time I mention this, I do the impression. They took my thumbs, Charlie. They took my thumbs. Fucking Eric Roberts getting his thumbs ripped off. As Eric Roberts and Mickey Rourke. It's a good movie, though.
Is that a drama?
Yeah. Eric Roberts is like a fuck up. I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've seen it. I just remember that. Yeah, two cousins unknowingly robbed the mob and faced the dangerous consequences. They took my thumbs. Ned Bellamy. He played Dr. Ted, I believe.
Yes, the chiropractor.
Yes, who is the stand-in for Bela Lugosi. Let me hear you call Karloff a cocksucker. It's still hilarious. He was in Under the Dome, the Stephen King miniseries. He was in Justified for a couple episodes. He was in Django Unchained.
Meh.
He was on Castle for an episode. He's in the Terminator TV show.
Meh.
Yeah. Scrubs.
Meh.
Law and Order Special Victims. Tenacious D. Pick of Destiny.
Yes.
Wake Up. Ron Burgundy.
What the fuck?
Probably like a DVD like extra on the Anchorman. Actually, you know what? I know what that is. When that movie came out on DVD, they edited together like all of the unused footage into like a second like Anchorman movie, basically. That
Jesus
had, like,
Christ.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like shit that was also going on while like the main movie was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, The Whole 10 Yards, which is the sequel to The Whole 9 Yards. He's in the Tenacious D show. He's in Being John Malkovich. He's in Mystery Men.
Con Air.
Con Air.
Thank you. Love Con Air.
Dumb and Dumber. Oh, I think it was a cartoon. Dumb and Dumber. It's just his TV series. I vaguely remember a Dumb and Dumber cartoon.
What? I don't.
I say it was a Saturday morning cartoon. Let's see. Am I right? Yep.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Are you
Tom
kidding
Kenny
me?
is one of the voices. Bill Fagerbakke is Patrick from SpongeBob. Matt Frewer is a pretty well-known actor.
I had no idea that they made a Dumb and Dumber cartoon.
There's a lot of weird movies that they made Saturday morning cartoons out of, like Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, Alf got a fucking Saturday morning. I mean, that's...
I do remember Alf. Alf was like major pop culture, though.
Yeah. The Mask had a Saturday
I do
morning
remember
cartoon
that,
show
yeah.
for a while. They made a Police Academy like cartoon for a while.
I vaguely remember that one, too.
Yeah. He's in the Shawshank Redemption, which is... Oh, that's the only reason I saved him.
Hey!
He's also in Murder, She Wrote. So
We got a fucking hat trick.
hat trick tonight of Murder, She Wrote.
Nice.
Went away for a while during Del Toro month, but it came back strong, man.
Hey! Unsolved Mysteries.
Yes. I just watched basketball yesterday. We still have no fucking idea where this guy is.
Oh, God. It's got to be the most terrifying part of that movie.
Yeah. That fucking music.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. This dude's been in a lot of shit. That's it, actually.
No,
Thank
we're not
God.
moving on. We're not moving on.
Why not?
Oh, no. We're like to another actor.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're done with the better known as what I'm trying to say, thankfully.
God damn.
Yeah.
Moving on to the crapshoot.
We're moving up to that within 3 hours. So like, yeah.
Well, there's quite a bit to edit.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. You know what? You're getting 3 hours of our fucking time, all right?
Exactly.
So,
spending 3 hours with lovable folks like us.
yeah.
I am running low on non-alcoholic refreshment at the moment.
Oh, man, you got to get you a Mai Tai while I finish off this, the last of the wine.
I think I'm actually going to switch to beer. I might go for a PBR. Definitely cracking open some snacks.
Yeah. I think if I start drinking anything else, I'll probably just throw up.
That's why I stopped drinking the wine.
Just on principle.
But yeah, we broke format a little bit tonight with this movie, but I think it's so much
It was
tied in.
needed.
Yeah,
Like,
it's tied in with everything. But yeah, also that like it's a nice breath of fresh air for us.
yeah. Now, a little bit behind the scenes. Like, as much as I love watching these mostly shitty monster movies, it becomes a little bit of a slog to try to like dedicate time to a monster movie every week.
Yeah.
And throwing on something a little different like this is just a breath of fresh air, and it'll make me want to come back a little better next week.
Yeah,
with the monster stuff.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, so just tied in with everything that we do on the show, the movies that we talk about, just the show itself, and the spirit of it, like just unabashedly loving the things that you love.
Yeah. No, the I guess the main focus of this movie is, do you, boo?
Yeah. If you like it, who cares if it's weird? If it fucking makes you happy, go for it.
No, and Ed Wood was the king of weird, like, for the longest time. Like, Oh, excuse me. He made movies that he thought were great, and society at large really disagreed with him. But
Stridently disagreed with him.
But he didn't care, and if he did care, he didn't care enough to change. So it was all what he wanted to do, mostly on his terms, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he had to. I mean, he did have to trade off, a little bit to get producing money, like the thing with the religious people. But I mean, even then, like, they suggested Plan 9 as the title. Like, like, that is a good title. Like,
yeah, because what was it? Grave Robbers from Outer Space.
Yeah,
that's a little more crude than I guess Plan 9.
That is a fucking rough movie to sit through.
It really is. You got to watch that like with a little bit of social lubrication, or maybe on a bet once. Or you just really like schlock movies, like, and he was like the king of schlock.
Yeah,
like before your Henenlotters and your holy shit,
Larry Cohen.
Yeah, your Larry Cohens.
Yeah.
Your Lloyd Kaufman.
That's the other. I guess the first person I was trying to say. I just landed on Larry Cohen. Luckily, it's yeah.
It's elk sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Trauma.
And really, like, without Ed Wood, you probably wouldn't have those guys, or at least not to the degree that they were willing to sacrifice to make what they make.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably the first director. Again, I could be talking out of my ass. To make those type of movies that like would become like Mystery Science Theater movies and things like that. Like before, like they realized people actually know, like, even if it is shit, like somebody will love this movie just because, like,
There's an expression that you see on a lot of like forums or reviews, things like that. It's so bad it's good.
Yeah.
And Ed Wood kind of refined that formula. Like, none of his movies are quality. Like, not a single one. But can you watch them and have a good time? Absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
You just have to be in the right state of mind, with the right crowd, or, whatever. But, like, nobody's sitting down to watch one for its genuine entertainment value based on what he intended.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, no, it's basically a movie length meme. Like, what you're getting into. Like, you're here to like just laugh at it and like
Yep.
Not even laugh at it, like laugh with it. Like, again, because it's just a lot. A lot of the people who do like quote unquote laugh at it are actually love these movies. They genuinely love to sit down and watch movies like this.
Yeah,
knowing full well that it's not cinema. It's not art. But I want to say it's not art because
it is art.
Yeah,
it's just not.
It's just art on somebody else's terms that like non-mainstream terms.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to pigeonhole it into like a specific like quality section. Like it's are they well made? No. Are they well written? Well, yeah, sort of, like, for the time.
Yeah, for what they had, I guess.
And for what it was.
Are they made with passion? For sure.
Oh, 100% made with passion, yeah. Like, he wasn't making these movies just to make money, because he didn't make any fucking money on any of them.
Yeah, no, he wanted to make movies.
Yeah, he was passionate about sharing his vision. And I can respect that. And that's basically the crux of Ed Wood. Like the movie Ed Wood. Watch this guy try to make everything work out the way he wants it to work out, because
despite everybody telling him like it's not going to work out,
right?
Yeah,
like for every person that tells him he's not good enough or he can't make it, like he doubles down on his effort. Which I respect. Like, that's really awesome. And so that's Ed Wood, the man. Ed Wood the movie here. It's just portraying that in a tidy package, I guess.
Sanitized version, yeah.
But apparently, like, a lot of this stuff actually drove him to, like, being a hardcore alcoholic, which they don't really talk about in the movie. But like his lifestyle was not that great.
I mean, you're constantly getting shit on and rejected. Like, I mean, it's understandable.
I mean, you see those few scenes of him, like, something goes really wrong, he winds up at the bar.
Yeah.
But in this movie, they don't really show it to the extreme that it actually was. Like, Dolores winds up actually leaving him because he was a raging alcoholic, not because he dressed in women's clothing.
Huh.
I'm sure that had something to do with it.
Yeah.
But it was really the booze that was the turning point in their relationship. But yeah, that's hey, watch Ed Wood because it's a good movie.
It is a good movie
about a guy who makes not good movies.
And we are two guys who talk about a lot of not good movies from time to time.
Yeah, from time to time.
We get some good ones in every now and again.
Yeah. We just had a whole month of them. By the way, I was telling Chris, like, I lamented the fact that we did not go from Guillermo del Toro to Kai Jun.
Fucking Christ.
Because we really shit the bed on that one.
Dropped the goddamn ball on that one.
We should have done it. We're too dumb. Well, the show isn't called Big Smart Monsters. So.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you gonna do? Maybe next year.
June is only 11 short months away.
Oh, God. It'll be here before you know it.
All right. I think it's a good place to wrap this up.
Yeah, it's time.
See if we can sneak this in under 3 hours.
Yeah, probably not. All right. Guys, check out our website, www.bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com. Or if you don't feel like typing all of that out, www.bigdumbmonsters.com. Shoot us an email. Like, I really want everybody to hit us up on our socials and our any of our media stuff. Yeah,
emails, instant messages, DMs, whatever you want to send us.
We are open to receiving messages, any criticisms or suggestions for the show. You got a movie that you think we might like, or some sort of beverage you want to suggest us. Email us.
Suggest a place that's going to make some fucking bomb-ass fries at 11:30 on a Saturday.
Yeah, in the Albany area.
Yeah.
BigDumbMonsters@gmail.com is our email address. Do the thing. You want to shoot us a tweet? We are at dumb_monsters. Like, if you're a creator and you want to just, like, kind of network a little bit, hit us up on there. That's totally cool. If you are on Facebook and you want to connect with us on Facebook, we are Big Dumb Monsters Pod. And if you are on Slasher, the all horror social media, we are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast.
We are also on Instagram at big_dumb_monsters. And you can also catch the show on YouTube at the Big Dumb Monsters channel. And I believe that is about it. That's not a word.
Yeah.
That's not a word.
Yep.
That's about it.
That
is about it.
Dunzo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're going to leave you with these few words of wisdom. Don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
Or if you and the ghoulie are into that kind of thing, fucking have at it, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Bow down.
Just get consent. All right? Yeah. Consent.
Watch the teeth. Just watch the teeth. And, I mean, he did just pop out of a toilet. You don't know where that mouth is been.
That's dirty.
Yeah, that's
so dirty.
That's just, you're asking for an infection of some type. And nobody wants that.
Hepatitis ghoulie.
Hepatitis G.
Yeah. Bye-bye.